Welcome back to another live stream here on the Twitch and TV / the Xisuma. I guess waiting for our friends to rejoin us. We're in the restart area. There's a spot somewhere over here where you get to keep your items from where you logged out. I think it's over there somewhere. Let me shoot the others a message, make sure they know we're good. We've got Blue Raven Heart Gamer with bananas in chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, someone's here. Someone's here. Hey, it's you. The one who holds up their hands. Fundy.
Yeah, you got
Woo!
it. Okay.
Thank goodness
The
for being
skin
able
helps.
to paint those skins, right?
Right.
We'd be stuffed without that.
So now the question is, we installed a mod that helps the audio. How do we set it up?
Oh, press F10. I haven't installed it. Ellie!
Oh, you haven't installed it?
Do we have a little hallway each? Yeah, I didn't install it. Look, there's Silent!
Is he there?
Silent over here. Wait, he stopped. I'm gonna move away. And come back. Hello.
You
Hello.
need, like, a
How's it going?
weekend.
Hey, everybody's here. I'm the last
We're all
one.
here.
Yo, so
Yay.
welcome
So-
back. Apparently the devs updated the game and everything should be louder for stream.
I can hear
hopefully,
you
and
now.
Yeah.
Some of us installed a mod. Yeah.
Yeah. It is
Cool.
actually better though.
It is a lot nicer. Although I'm
Yeah.
still
You guys
using the
remember-
mod to turn you guys all up.
What's
Yeah,
that?
it's
What you
nice to
pointing
have
at?
control. That's where we left off last time.
It is. Wasn't there a
Oh, that's
spot?
true.
Wasn't there a spot where you get your stuff back that you were holding?
Oh, I don't
Yes.
Yes. There should be. I think we left off in the map room. So wouldn't that be where our stuff's at?
I don't know.
There was indeed a spot. I forgot.
Wait. What's
You're
this?
right.
Look,
It's right
look,
here.
look.
It's right
know.
here.
It's here.
Lost and found.
Oh, look at this. That's a
Oh.
crack. Here, yeah. Put the backpack back on.
Okay, we did lose our walkies. We gotta re-grab the walkies.
Where are the walkies?
Are
at?
they?
Did I equip
The
it?
backpack this
No,
time?
in the map
no.
area?
Oh, you have to put it on someone, don't you?
Yeah, you have to
Oh,
like
thank you.
actually. Let me put
It's on
put
me.
This. Can I turn this on and then put it on your backpack?
Does that
No.
mean it creates like a laser when I walk?
I was hoping you would be like a laser light show. We always know where you are.
Yeah, that'd be great. You need a personalized beacon.
Yeah.
That would be
Doesn't work,
nice.
though.
Okay, so saves our signs. Okay. Well, the map room is just up the stairs over here.
Yeah. Well, do we get the map and then we go get the
Coordinates?
walkies?
Shouldn't the map be in here? That's where I dropped it. It was on the floor, I think.
Oh yeah.
Map, then walkos.
Yeah. Where are the walkie-talkies at? Where do they like spawn at?
It's quite a bit back.
In the
I'm
helicopter
worried.
or-
I'm worried about stuff we left on the ground because we get back the things we were holding. I think.
No, we were definitely holding the walkies too.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll find out.
We oughta musta.
Oh wait, what's
We
this?
must have oughta done.
The map's here! Yay! More laser pointers!
Okay,
Yay!
there's the
Compass!
map. And the
Yay!
Laser pointers. Great. We need more laser
Oh,
pointers.
it's so big.
Where's Ellie at? Did we already lose Ellie? We already lost Ellie.
Thor 1. What were the numbers? 4199.
Oh, yeah, no,
1896.
I have the numbers. I have the. Did you just remember that?
I might have remembered it. Like that's so. I am the
you
worst
remembered it
memory
pretty close.
person.
No, you remembered it really close. It's 4166, 1899.
Wow. Okay.
So you just had the last two of both flipped around. That was really good. Wow. Okay. So I think it's somewhere over in this zone. If we want to try and
4160's about there. 81. No.
You know what? We need a laser
80,
pointer. is what we need.
1899. So it's the 19 line. Like I can see on this map. What? Yeah. Oh, do you want me to stand here? Oh, do that pointing
You
again.
can put it on the floor.
Down a little.
Could you not put the map on the floor?
To the left more. Left. Left to the line. down a little bit. Come
Okay.
back to the line if you
Okay.
can. The next line to
Okay.
the right.
Next line to the right. This one.
Yeah, left a little bit. It's somewhere just there. That's pretty much, I think, where the coordinates, where we have to
Okay.
go, is somewhere there.
That's 4166 1899.
Oh, I've got something's happening to me. I'm getting drowsy.
You fell asleep.
So that
fell asleep
beach,
reading a map.
the beach where the Jelly Belly is in the cage, we could try and jump around the side of that and follow that blue line all the way across. This might be
Yeah,
a good time to use the main thing over here,
Accessible.
because
Yeah, let's see.
walkies
now
are
I
right
can
here.
tell you where it
These 2
is.
points.
It's like here.
Right?
This takes up the entire screen.
We didn't solve this thing, but we did solve this thing up here. And then
Why can't I
does it
jump?
really try and tell us that all of this is just flat out available?
Guys, I think the coordinates point to somewhere just around here.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I fell.
Wow, you fell from high.
Do you think
And
we can
we
get
have
there?
Yeah,
done we
please.
have done almost everything up until that point. Like we've only messed up the coordinate thing back here.
See,
If
41,
these coordinates point towards here,
41,
Sure.
66.
We
okay,
can.
boop.
I
We
think
can
we
then,
can get
what was
there.
it?
We got to this bit, and then we can just go down the mountain and across. We should get there.
We got here
right?
during
think-
that exercise. During when we had to use the thing, we got to this point, which means it's possible to get at least here.
Oh yeah,
It
because they
looks
got
like
the
it's gonna
5
be
markers.
right after.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like right around here,
Should
right
we?
after
Okay.
the red station of the blue rail.
Should we be
Great,
prepared
so
to
we can-
investigate? There's something here. There's the blue thing there. Like there's stuff in this area that we might end up
Yeah.
wanting to
Okay,
do as well.
So this is gonna be a backpack. This is gonna be a backpack. These circular
Oh, yeah,
things
yeah,
are
yeah.
backpacks.
Oh, okay, that would be good to get.
There's
actually.
another one over
makes
there.
sense.
Yeah.
If
So
we wanted
what
to.
should we do? Should we go get the walkie-talkies? The walkie-talkies.
Yeah,
are-
well, do we know if the metro is available? Because what we can do, we can walk from
Oh.
here, which is where we are right now, pick up the
Guys,
walkies,
Does that mean
use
there's
the metro,
And then
and
take
then
the
if the
train.
metro is available, we just zip right here and we're good.
Right after that. rock.
does that mean
Oh, the
this is a
train would be
backpack
nice.
here too? Because
Yes,
we
that
could
is.
we
Like
could try and
right-
pick up one
Yeah.
there and 2 over in that way. There's one over this hill as well.
Oh yeah, that'd be very good.
Yeah, we could. We can even
grab
do
the
this thing
walkies
then.
here, and then we do this thing, and we grab a backpack. Oh, smart.
All right. We have a plan then.
Yeah.
Let's pick up the walkies.
Okay, where
and then
are
we
they?
go left, and we do these 2 things.
Where are the walkies?
Can someone
walkies is this one, right
re-explain
here.
the plan?
This
I was
and
not
this.
listening.
Okay.
Okay.
So okay, son, we're gonna. Thank you.
Oh,
We are gonna
We're gonna
here.
draw out what we're gonna
So
do.
we're right here. Right,
Okay.
we're right
Okay,
here.
yeah, we're right here. Okay,
This one, yeah.
We're gonna go get this walkie-talkie right here,
Okay.
and then.
are we having a lightsaber fight?
That's great.
And then we go to this one right here,
Okay.
and then
Yep,
we're
and
gonna
then we
pick
follow the
up
river.
this backpack
Okay.
and this thing right here.
Okay,
then we're
and then
gonna
that jelly
do
bean?
the big walk. We could investigate this thing. Could be fun.
Yeah,
But
we
we're
could go
gonna
up the
do
hill and solve
the
this
big
guy.
walk all the way over to this backpack. and
Let's
to
do the
coordinates.
big walk. We know this is all
Okay.
walkable, and then we get to this
Okay.
point, or we use the metro
Can
if we know how to
I-
figure that
Can I
out.
see one of the lasers?
Yeah, if
real
we're
quick?
able to use the metro.
That was
Careful, he's gonna
pathetic.
light-
Thank
lightsaber you.
I'll take both of them. So I'm pretty
Whoops.
sure, according to my calculations, the button or the back or like the whatever thing should be right around this mountain, slightly
Okay.
East of the red station on the blue rail. Right
What
around. Here.
worries me a little bit is that there's nothing there.
That is a
Yeah.
little
it might be
concerning.
According to
hidden.
my
They're not gonna
calculations,
show.
Your
They're not gonna show the
calculations are not right.
They're not gonna show the secret hidden button on the map. Okay.
That's true. So it's a hidden button, yeah?
Alright,
It's a
so-
secret button.
Okay. Then we got the plan. Pick up the walkies, pick up the backpack, do this thing, maybe
Yeah.
check out the big donut, because I'm hungry. Then we're gonna go
Yeah.
all the way big walk and find out if
This guy
Simon has
just
been
had
wrong
dinner.
the whole time.
Sounds good.
Yay! I'm gonna take the map because I feel like we're gonna need this if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
What
And we need
extra
2 hands
equipment
available
might
for
we
the
need?
walkie and 1 for the thing.
Between the 4 of us, I wonder if there's other useful things we could take.
The map could be
2
nice.
walkies,
Some
a map.
lights.
I'm just mathing.
lights.
We're gonna pick up 2 walkies.
Yo, DJ Echo.
Then,
Yeah.
if you already have a laser
TB
point on
and
your
Al
back,
Woods,
and
thank
he
you so
already
much
has
for your
the map,
support
we
to the
only
both
have
of you.
1 spot left, and we're gonna pass.
Well,
one
we're
of
gonna,
the
we're
lights.
gonna
Always
get a
appreciated.
backpack. We're gonna get a backpack.
Oh, then we
Yeah,
have
we're
1
gonna get a
spot,
backpack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
remaining. Okay, that's actually not
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
bad, but not great.
Yeah, no,
either.
we'll
The
be
light,
fine,
the
we'll be
light is
fine.
the
The
main
light
thing
is
we're
great,
gonna
though.
need because it's
Yeah,
gonna
the
be
light would
night.
be amazing.
The flashlights, because those are a lot.
Careful with my eyes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So we want a flashlight, not a bulb.
Well, I'm good with the
bulb
bulb
for
for now.
now.
I'll happily bulb up.
All right, I'm gonna wander. It's this way, isn't it?
Yeah, we gotta go this way. We gotta go this way.
Sweet. Oh, I can drink some tea now.
And then there should be a flashlight at the top of the tower.
Oh right, we can do that.
It's my first cup of tea
I
I've had
heard you.
today.
I heard you sip that so loudly.
I know, it's the thing
Yeah,
that I
you
do.
enjoy that.
People tell me they like it. They're a bunch of weirdos.
That was the gulpiest of gulps.
I've learned the art of gulping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zoom some more.
You know what I've discovered I absolutely love? Iced coffee. In this weather. Oh, so
Oh
good.
yeah, iced drinks, iced tea as well. It's so great.
Yeah.
It's good.
Refreshing.
It's the best thing. Yeah. Put some cream in it.
Oh, now you're talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll catch up with you guys. I'll go get the.
Okay, guys, we did forget about one thing though. You know how last stream we found the random button on the peninsula?
No.
Okay,
What about
well, then
this
never mind.
thing? Should I bring this?
That thing
That's
is.
the item.
It's
thing.
decent
Yeah,
to
the
find items back.
Yeah, I can use that to like scan the area. Plus, it
item.
makes
Let
a
me
bunch
double
of
check.
cool
So
sounds.
We gotta go down there. There it is. There it is.
I see the
That's
walkies.
not annoying. Ah! Okay, I survived.
I see the walkie-talkies. It's kind of annoying that they put him back in here.
Annoying, but also it makes it predictable.
Yeah, that's true. What was that?
Hello.
Right, now
We should
down the mountain.
investigate in the.
Where'd the map go? Where'd the map go?
It's here. I'm looking at
Oh,
it.
it's at the tree.
okay.
It's at the tree.
Oh yeah, it's way down. That tree's stealing my map.
Hello?
Oh, there's a walkie.
Hello.
Hi?
Hello.
Don't you
Hello?
have both of them?
Nah, they have one. Oh, hold on, Xisuma, I gotta put that on your back. We don't like the laser pointer anymore.
I'm so disappointed we don't have an F5 for you.
There you go. Okay, Minecraft addict. Hello.
Yeah, the item finder might not be that helpful actually.
Hello, over.
Over? Did we lose a laser?
We got two
Thanks,
walkies.
fine.
Hello. We did lose the laser.
Right, backpack next. That's somewhere this way on
Yeah,
our
so
left.
stick to our left. That's right.
Hey, we got a map.
Yep.
That map doesn't have the
Where is
items
it?
and locations on
I
though.
have an extra slot.
No, I don't know why we're bringing the map. It was pretty
We're gonna
zoomed
use
in.
a little baby.
It might help us when we get to the coordinates bit.
True.
Maybe. When will
I'm
you
fully
wear
trusting you
wigs?
guys to know where we're going, by the way.
Wix, is that a thing we get at some point? If that was a chat
see.
question, they might be spoiling it for us.
What is this? No.
It's a rock.
Well, it had a mark
Hey, I
on
see
it.
it.
It was a
Nice.
Follow me.
in the rock.
Hello, silent.
Funny.
Copy over.
We pressed the button at the same time.
Yeah, how about don't do that?
No, we literally both like, clicked it to talk to each other on the walkie at the same time.
That's great, but
Hey, Fundy,
don't.
I would appreciate it if you wouldn't do that right over.
Ah, shoot, I just pressed it.
What is this?
What is it?
What is this? What is this?
Golfing.
I can't jump up there.
Oh, we gotta actually golf. We gotta bring this thing up there.
Oh, did you see the flag up there?
Oh, but it's super
I think
heavy.
that's what we gotta do.
Oh,
man,
yeah, no,
you're
you
struggling.
have to actually like kick
The
it.
heck?
Bro, it does not go.
Let's drop our items. We need
Oh,
our
you can't
hands available.
move? Oh.
No, you can't move while. Oh
What
wait,
if-
try
what-
picking me up and then I'll pick it up. Or yeah. You're really struggling.
What? Can you put it on my back or something?
Oh, that would be
that's
fun.
smart. Wait. All right.
Turn around. Wanna get close to me? No, I can't.
There's
Can you
a
pick me
hint.
up?
No.
There's a hint here.
Wow.
Look,
Okay.
there's like
can't
an
pick you up.
arrow.
I can't pick you up.
Oh, duh.
Yeah,
You gotta grab it one at a time. I get it. You. Someone in front of me grab it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. We gotta
Clever.
chain this thing.
Oh, teamwork.
Oh wait, what if you drop
Oh, crap.
it? Does it roll?
Yeah, well, obviously it's gonna roll down the hill, so
never
let's not
release
drop it.
it.
At
Never
any
release
point.
it. Just grab it and turn and wait for someone else to grab it.
Smart. Oh, you guys are so
So like,
clever.
no one
This is
ever
how they made
releases
cars
it.
back in the day.
Look
This
at
is how they made cars back in the day.
Oh my god. With the
This is how
smart,
they
This
built
is
the
how they built the
pyramids.
pyramids. Yeah, bro.
This is how they built the pyramids. That's all right.
we're the smartest people.
Yeah,
The game devs had no clue we'd figure this out.
yeah. There we go.
Bro. They thought we were gonna be stuck on this for 2 hours. Nah, we figured it out.
Yeah, we figured it out. We figured it out.
You look like you're struggling with
Okay,
that.
so this hole is par like 100, right?
Hey guys, you know what'd be funny? If we don't take it from Fundy and we just leave it there. Never mind.
Just leave him
No,
with it.
no, let's not do that.
Now
If you,
leave him there.
if
No,
you
that'd
let
be
go,
really
it
bad.
rolls down the
I
hill.
will be the person to then kick it.
I wonder if it's too heavy
Oh,
to
yeah.
roll. I kind of want to
I
try.
reckon
No,
it's
no,
gonna go.
no,
I don't
do
even
not
wanna try.
test it.
It's definitely gonna roll. This game is physics. Every time you've lost your walkie-talkie is because it rolled down the hill.
Yeah, the walkie-talkies aren't 900 pounds.
But this is a ball.
Almost there, guys.
But like, I want to try it.
Maybe after we're done here, you can try it.
Ellie wants
I
the
love the little
glory.
sound effect it
Ellie
makes.
wants the glory. Look at him.
No.
Just
no.
happens to be
I feel
next
like I'm
to the
slowing
hole.
you down.
yeah, it just happens to be the final
like
one of
the-
the chain.
I feel like it's more efficient when it's just you three.
Hey!
Hey, we got a jelly
Alright,
bean.
Should we
Try it,
backpack this
try
guy,
it.
obviously, right? Because it's useless.
Yeah.
Roll now.
We're taking this with us.
Oh, it wiggles! I saw it wiggle!
Drop it down the hill. Drop it down the hill.
It's
Drop it down the
alive.
hill, drop it down the
You
hill.
drop it. You wanted to drop it.
Oh, there it goes.
It does roll. It does roll.
Guys, there's another hole
Nice.
after this one.
Wait,
There you
you
go.
can actually take that somewhere?
Yeah.
I just rolled it all the way down the hill.
You did
So there was no other backpack. It was just this then,
No,
right?
He's trolling. He's trolling. He's
No,
trolling.
yeah, so that wasn't a backpack location, but there are 2 more spots that might be backpack locations.
Oh,
Okay,
never
we
mind,
gotta
it's
go
right
back
here.
and grab our
Next
stuff,
one.
everybody.
It's right there.
Oh, it is. Yeah, okay. Fingers crossed for that. That was some good teamwork. It's teaching us to learn to work together. Teamwork make the dream work. Okay.
Did you guys get another backpack up there?
There's like multiple things here that we want to take with us, right? The flashlight
Yeah.
is not that. Are both
Yeah, so
walkie-talkies
this one
here?
is the item finder. Yeah, we have both walkie-talkies, the flashlight, and the map. Where's our other two guys?
Okay, they're
at?
coming
Where'd
back,
they
they're
go?
coming back.
Oh, hi, that.
Okay. Between us, we can take a probably ditch. Keep the map.
What do you call me?
Oh, hey, there you go.
Oh right. Oh,
Okay,
wait,
we're
wait,
good.
wait. Ellie, you can take this over here.
I'm taking the mountain pass, whether you guys join me or not.
We're coming.
Okay. Tell him it's
we're
okay.
coming
Ellie, here.
over.
Ellie.
Then I'll stand still.
There we go.
Okay.
I was scanning the area,
So-
and that's how I spotted some stuff on the way up here. So you can use it to find things.
Nice. Xisuma, Fundy wants to go in a mountain pass. We might get lost because of that.
What's this?
Way better than any of our other plans.
Oh, mountain pass. The
Mountain pass! This is like a hobbit. Oh, that is a thing. What is it?
We have to check out the thing.
Is. I mean, obviously we gotta get
Check out the
distracted.
thing.
Wait,
instantly.
you can go inside that, right?
Yeah, this is where monsters
we go inside
start
the
to
thing?
appear. This is our
Oh,
third
what
night.
is that?
Careful for Phantom.
Yeah, yeah.
This could easily turn into a horror game. Oh, this
Okay,
feels
hold
like
on,
it
hold
might
on,
be an
hold on.
exit. You might come out that
it's
way.
probably an exit, but I can't. Oh, how are you doing?
Wait. They're getting close. Is this where we break the game and find a way in?
Nice.
Yeah, we like bypass like 4 levels of the game because we can just get up through this.
How did you do it?
It's so difficult to jump up actually.
It's like it's not worth it.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Okay. Mountain pass.
Mountain pass.
We're gonna get lost. We're gonna get lost because of this little side quest. It does look. Oh, there's
Don't-
something over there though.
Mountain pass.
Oh, it's a light. Let me turn it on.
It'll lead
Let's
us
go,
somewhere.
mountain pass. So
Oh,
excited.
this is scary.
This is like totally the wrong direction.
That's cool when you turn. Look at us. Look at us.
Yeah, it is.
So cool.
It is the wrong direction. I'm scared though. This is scary.
Yeah, this feels like a bad. Oh, this is narrow, dude. I'm getting claustrophobic.
Claustrophobia. Oh, never mind. It's,
Oh, new
it
game.
might be the. This is the Panama Canal. Split the game in half.
Should we go to the right or down?
I thought that was the moon for a second, but no.
I think it was to the right, right?
Yeah, it looks like the moon, but it's not. It's
like
quite funny.
Yeah, it's like it's got a pillar underneath it.
Oh,
The
Yeah,
balloon.
it's not the moon.
is it like the Truman Show?
It could be.
We are all Truman.
Yeah.
I'm not holding a camera.
Watch out!
in
Watch
my
out for
hand.
falling
No, what are you talking
lights. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ski lift.
Yeah, my eyeballs are not
I remember
cameras.
seeing
Oh,
the ski
yeah, the
lift
ski
on the
lift.
map.
I mean, this is not really
Oh.
that big.
We brought the
I
map
do
with
not
us,
remember
didn't
that.
we?
Yeah, it's on Ellie's back. He's carrying it. Like he's carrying the rest of the stream.
Can we
It's
ski
not
lift?
running.
They don't move.
It's
Yeah, we
not-
gotta
it's not
activate
doing it.
somehow.
Well, if we
Okay,
follow
so you
it,
see that
it
ball
might...
down there? We've been there.
Yeah.
But-
And now we're on the other side of the mountain.
Yeah. Fascinating. I wish it was daytime.
I
'cause this
think
ride
I
was
think
pretty
the way
nice.
we want to go is somewhere in that direction. Should we look at the map?
Let's look at the map.
Is there a way to turn this on?
It's a good thing we've got
Do
a
I have the
torch.
Mac on my back? Okay.
Now we can look at the map.
Okay,
Can you
where
put
are
it
we?
on the
Let's-
floor?
let's- there we go.
There
and
we
now
go.
torch it. Yeah. So where
Nice.
could we be right now?
Where?
Which way is south?
Hold on. How about this? How about this? How about
Wait,
this?
Okay, this is east.
Ah.
Smart
Okay, we
man.
just did the blue thing.
It's unfortunate we lost our laser pointer.
I remember
Yeah.
the ski lift goes across the valley between the bottom set of cliffs and the ones in the middle, but it could go up and around the corner. That's why I think if we head, I think the ski lift is facing south. Are
Why
your
you shaking
arms
like that?
okay?
Throw them,
Why are you
he's gonna
shaking?
throw
Is
them
it too
out.
heavy?
Why are you shaking?
Wow.
I'm actually lost. I don't know where we are.
I think
we just said south.
this way is south.
Yeah.
Should we jump
Yeah,
down?
that way's roughly south. If you look at the way that the stars are going, the stars come from the east.
Okay.
Where does
but
the
they're also-
sunrise?
They're also just rotating.
Oh my God!
randomly,
Well,
so
hold
never
on.
mind.
You all right?
Did you
We can
never
play the
realize
accordion.
you can do this? Hold on. Oh,
I see it. I see it. I see it. It's right here.
Fundy.
It's right here.
Oh no, we lost the light. I got the light. Right, we've got to go to the right now, Ellie. Oh, it's behind you. So
Yeah, put it in my back. Can you put the map on my backpack?
Yes, done it.
Awesome.
Okay.
all right.
Down here. Oh,
Ow.
your walkie-talkie.
Oh, my walkie-talkie. Hey, okay.
Hi.
Okay.
Follow me.
Where are we going?
Okay, let's pick a direction. No, you're fine.
Did you guys realize you can do this? Just yeets it off the cliff.
What were you trying to do?
Well, it's a dynamic map. When you click, you change where the map is located, like where it's focusing.
Ah.
Oh,
But
this
I
looks
clicked the
fun.
wrong key.
Yippee!
I was about to suggest.
goes the
oh,
walkie-talkie.
look to the right. Ellie,
What
are
is
you
this yellow
scanning
thing on
the
the right?
area? There's something here.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
That looks like an... That doesn't look like an exit. Oh, it's an exit of some sort. Oh. There's another weird exit behind us.
Look at this.
Whoa, that
Look at
looks
this.
like a building.
Whoa.
Dora, Xisuma. That looks like a building.
Can
I'm
you say
educating
a
the
building?
kids.
Map.
Oh, there's something in here.
Wait, and where?
Very tropical.
Oh, we've seen the red version of this.
Ah.
Yeah, I think this is the door to the map room. There
Yeah,
is something
we
There
saw the
inside.
might,
red
there might
version,
be like a
but-
big underground area later in the game.
Guys, we're getting sidetracked. We need to do the main thing we settled that we were gonna do.
Yes. Yes, we do.
We're gonna get lost.
Over here.
We're gonna get lost.
Now, we got a map, Ellie. We got a map. Have faith. Did anyone bring that compass?
No.
The compass would have been mighty good.
No.
There is something inside.
We can.
There isn't an obvious way into it yet.
Ah. Oh, there's a bridge up there.
Oh, well, there's the obvious way into it.
There is a jelly bean in here, everybody.
Jelly
Yeah, I
bean.
see it.
Jelly bean.
With the scanner.
Oh, climbing. There we go. Jelly.
The problem is we need another backpack building. Guys.
Yeah, we need to go pick up the other backpack.
Guys. Guys. Guys.
I mean, I could always drop this. I
Guys.
don't think they can hear it.
Well, it's
Guys.
so.
We need
Hello,
another
hello,
we need
can
another
can we talk?
backpack.
Can we talk?
Unless we want to
Okay,
ditch
wait,
unless
so
we want to
there-
ditch the scanner, we need another backpack.
Mm-hmm.
So
We could ditch the
come
scanner,
back here
but-
later.
I really
Should we
I
keep
really think we focus on our
screw this.
objective.
Yeah,
No,
let's
I'm
keep
gonna-
the scanner. Keep the scanner.
Okay.
Okay, there's
Okay.
4 different rooms. They're in order, and I think we have to solve them in order.
We could at least solve it
we should try and get a backpack first,
and
I
leave
think.
the little.
Yeah, I guess we
We
could
can
leave
solve
it.
it and leave the.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Or we can leave the scanner. Do we need the scanner?
it looks like we got signs in this room.
Yeah, the scanner would be the better to drop.
Is this an intercom? I think the rooms have
this
intercom.
seems-
Oh, it's got like this peg thing. There's 4 of these, and this one is number 3.
Do we have intercom in the rooms? Does anyone hear me? Look for the button on the wall. No, no one hears me? Did it... Hey, Fundy, did you hear anything in that room?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Silent was talking while you were talking.
Ah, okay, look at this, look at this, look at this.
I also heard you.
Look at this. If I could walk through... Right, we got intercom on the wall. This is how I talk to you.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm in a different room to
Yeah.
you. Right?
Yes.
So we can all talk to each other from each of the 4 rooms.
Yes. So so each one of us needs to be.
Oh, look at that!
We need to know what room that.
Yo, what the heck? And then there's one here. Oh, it's the light switch. Is someone else doing that? Is someone pressing the button with the 4 green lights?
Xisuma,
Hi.
come here.
So what do we do here?
Okay, come here, Ellie. Oh my God, Ellie. All right. When the door's closed, it closes for everyone. When the door's open, it opens for everyone, and it resets everything. So once you're inside the room, stay inside the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk
And,
over the
and,
comments,
and
yeah?
remember what room number you're in as well, because I think it's important.
That's true. That's true. Remember your number. I'm number 2.
That would be 3. I'm number 3. I wasn't in the room. I'm assuming we should be able to hear them right now.
It's working for number 3.
You heard me from room number 3?
Oh, I think you can only speak to the neighbor room or something like that. I heard Fundy.
What room are you, Ellie? Ellie?
Okay. So
Guys, I really think you can only talk to me, Fundy.
Yeah. Okay. So
only
me and
talk to you in the
Xisuma can
neighbor
only
room.
talk.
I can hear you, Ellie.
Interesting.
Wait, who heard me?
So it's a circle. I heard you, Xisuma heard me, and Silent heard Xisuma. So it's a circle communication.
Okay.
And
well,
I'm
so then
assuming
we,
you
then we
heard
just
silent.
relay information. Yeah.
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 So I
Okay.
don't hear you,
Uh,
Ellie, and okay, got it. Yeah.
This is circle.
Yeah.
Now I'm in room 1. Wait, are we still talking?
I'll go back to number 2.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Oh wait, I'm in
Yeah, so
room
I guess
4,
I'll go.
not 3. Oh, I see.
Yeah. So I guess you'll go last.
Okay, Silent, you first, huh?
Xisuma, if you can hear me, my symbol is a little 6, like a wiggly 6.
And what room are you, Ellie? What room? I think Ellie was
And that
room
would be
1.
number 3.
I'm room 4, and my signal is like a squiggly S line. I forgot what Ellie said. Didn't he say number 4?
Xisuma, the first one is the 8-pointed star thingy, the multiplication and the addition symbol together. So like the weird snowflake. The second one will be the slash, just to divide. Number 3 is going to be the weird 6, and then number 4 apparently is the S. You're gonna
Number
have to relay
1?
that to silent.
Number 1 is the like the star shape, 8 lines
3
crossing
is
through the
6.
center.
Number 2 is the slash. And number 1
Number
is the
2
weird
is
X
1 slash from bottom left to top right.
plus thingy.
Number 3 is the number 6. The 4th one is like a squiggly S. I'm going to repeat that and then ask you to pass it on. The first one is like a star with 8 points. The second one is a line from bottom left to top right. The third one is
Xisuma,
the
you
number
need to
6.
Give the information to silent. The first one is
The
weird
fourth
X
one is an S.
plus the 8-point thingy.
When you're
The second one
done,
is
pass
slash.
the info
The third one
on
is the weird
and
6.
say you're done. Or just let Fundy know that I'm done. Oh, chat. We can have a little chat. Yo, Adam Ironor, thank you for the 26 months, my dude. Appreciate it. I can probably press this button now since someone else has clearly pressed it, but kind of waiting for the message to go all the way around. Silent, can you pass on a confirmation? Silent, can you pass on a confirmation that I'm done?
Xisuma, if you have all 4, hold the button near the monitor.
Okay, Silent, if you got all 4, hold the button near the monitor. Hey! Oh, that was sweet. That was
Hey,
sweet.
Congrats, everyone. That,
That
went
was
pretty
nice.
well. That went
That was
pretty
nice,
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
that
That
was a
felt
good one.
super
I like that
complicated
puzzle,
until we got rolling, and then
Yeah,
it was
it did,
like,
yeah.
oh, it's actually easy.
Yeah, this is actually pretty easy once we figure it out.
Yeah.
Give me the-
so
give me the jelly bean.
The day has passed. We are now already 2 days ahead. That's how long it
Yay!
The scanner here.
Yeah, I think the scanner's
well,
the
we
least
switched
important.
the map, right?
Is this where we are on the map?
Yeah, you can put it on my back.
Yeah,
I can see
we
it.
are.
Where there it is with the line.
No, that's just
Look at the line and the green.
to grab it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Line.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, there's numbers, there's
Oops,
numbers.
oops, oops.
Hang on. Hold it above
We
your head,
are-
Fundy.
Well, I'm figuring out which one is it. Is it?
You're on the wrong page.
Oh.
You're on the wrong page.
Is it this one? It's wrong page. Okay. Is it this page?
Okay, that
Right,
page. That
it's
page.
sort of down the bottom.
Okay, that's where we are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
when
that's
we
where we are.
And
when
then we
we
just have
walk
to-
out the platform, we need to turn to our right and head down. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right, we're on it. We're
Okay.
on it.
Don't forget
put
the
that
egg and
map
don't
on-
forget the walkie.
Yeah, put that map on Ellie's back and let's go.
Why not put the egg on Ellie's map? Ellie's back. Then I have a map.
You know what? Fine, whatever.
The backpacks
You're-
are for
okay,
jelly bellies.
That makes sense.
Let's go.
Yes, that
Now
makes
we
sense.
still
Okay.
need to find a spot to put them, but.
Woo, so we turn right once we're out of here.
We don't know where to put these yet.
You got a map?
That is a very good point.
I'm the map.
We're collecting them without knowing where they go. But
It's
we got a
fine,
map, so we can
we're-
explore.
We're gonna get another backpack, yeah?
Ah,
Yeah, chat says that these look like gourds, and they're absolutely right. They are gourds.
gourds.
No, they're baby. They're not.
Yeah.
What
they
are
look
gourds?
like a gourd. You guys have you seen a gourd before?
No.
I mean,
What's a gourd?
it's some plant thing.
Oh, a plant.
Oh, I thought you said usses.
Oh, I don't want
Are you
me
sure you know where
climbing.
you're
already
going?
plural.
Kinda.
I'm following Xisuma.
I'm pretty sure this
He's
way.
British.
I'm following
He
Alice.
knows the way.
Yeah, he's got the flashlight, so he's
I
the
don't know
only
what
one
that has to
can
do.
make a decision.
Guys, I have a feeling that up there where the light is flashing is probably where we have to put these babies, because every time we had to put babies anywhere, the lights were flashing red.
It's true, that's true.
That's also true.
Oh, that is true. Yeah.
We found the next area that we need to deposit
Deposit
these.
boxes.
Mamma mia!
Incubation areas.
That almost sounded like Trump.
So,
No.
Just a little bit.
excuse me, Funny, you need to be in the back so the map doesn't block the view of everyone ahead of you. Thank you.
It's gonna be
This guy is
be
the
quite
obnoxious guy with-
tricky, I think, to nail down that coordinate.
Yeah.
It won't be too
Well,
bad.
look,
And once we get to the open
there's
plains,
things. Look, right, we found our way to the
The
track.
monorail.
This should make it very easy to identify where we are now. Should we have a
That's
look at that
true.
map again? I think you're going to need to open it to another page.
Oh, we need to go left right now.
Okay.
There's
So,
another-
like,
there we
we're
Oh.
coming
if we just
down into
follow
the open bit.
Yeah, if
We
we follow
go-
the gondola, then we'll go straight to the button.
If we go between the two, doesn't that take us... Hey, look, there's a flashing light down where we're heading. I'm just gonna...
True. Can we walk on this?
Up. Oh! No. Unless you got mad
Doesn't
skills.
really want you doing that. Yeah, doesn't really want you doing that.
Oh my god, there's a thing.
Ooh, there's parkour.
Oh,
But
my
we're gonna lose
favorite.
something if we do that. Well, hold on. We can do it, but not pick it up.
That's fine.
Why
It
don't,
is
why don't we
it's gonna be
try?
hard to do that
Why
in
don't
the
we
dark,
try and do
actually.
the coordinate thing for a second? We've come all this way.
Yeah.
Unless
Oh,
that's
this is the
it.
train. Hold up.
Oh, it allows a train to run with the coordinates, or with the things, maybe.
That could be it. Oh, that is the train. Wow. Oh, hello.
Can we turn this on?
Probably.
Oh, it's got a radio on it.
Test
Can we
one, two.
store items on this?
Maybe. Yeah, that's a good point. It kind of looks like maybe you could just leave the items here and they come with you. I can power it.
Yeah, maybe we can drop them.
It has buttons. Oh, whoops.
Oh, that's great.
This is a message for everyone.
Let's indeed put items on it then. Let's leave our stuff on
yeah.
these.
People at all times.
Yeah, I think we just drop it in the little tub here in the middle.
Let's double check that map.
This is the train.
Can we get a zoom in on the
Can we
bottom
drive it?
location?
This one?
Is it
That's
there's
not
no
the bottom,
power
no.
right now. There's no power.
Do we need to go lower?
Oh. How do we power
That's
it?
the bottom. Okay, so the numbers were 4199
4166.
or 4166, which puts us, and then 81. No, 19.
I think we have to continue this line
1899.
down.
It's. I don't think it is. Oh, it could be where we are.
I wonder if we have to.
In fact, it really could be.
I'm pretty
except
sure you
it
see
would be
that,
behind, like over there somewhere.
You see that top red dot on the train line? Third row from the top. I think that's where we're at right now. So we need to continue following the gondola lines or the ski lift lines down into the valley,
we probably need to go back a little bit and off to that side maybe. Like it's back here somewhere, I think. Oh no, we're actually a little closer to that circle thing. Hang on. Thunder, you're doing an amazing job. Thank you.
Yes, just keep on it there. No, actually you're right. No, we are down in the valley.
It's this rock here, this big blob. It's somewhere just around here.
I think somewhere right here.
Oh, I see a thing. It's just a rock. It's just a tree.
I really want to find out how to power up this thing.
Maybe it is the rock itself.
There's got to be something around here like activate or press or do.
Or paintings? No, these aren't paintings. I felt like it was the bottom side of the rock more than... Oh, you got up there. Nothing on top of the rock.
I just spammed my way up here, to be honest.
I really want to figure out.
We are returning. It's starting to feel like that was a bit of a time sink.
Can I see the map again?
Hello?
Or
I would say it was going to be bang on that line. So, oh, it was kind of just to the right of that rock, really. Yeah, feel free to have a look. I've left it on the wrong page. How did I do that again?
Guys, I see a backpack area here. I see a backpack area really close.
Nice. So 4166, 1899.
Yeah,
It really is just to the right of that, and we explored it. I'm gonna have one more look. Chat, what do you think? Are we wasting our time? It's like, if it's, it might be a little bit further here, but there ain't, it don't feel like... Whoa! Okay, I found it! Oh, I bet there's like 4 of them. Okay. Okay. I bet there's like 4 of them. Did those guys give up on the coordinates?
There's so many things going on. I don't know what.
Okay.
Who's doing what at this point?
I found the thing at the coordinates. It's a button, and then nothing happens. I have a feeling there's going to be like.
I bet
4.
both of us need to press it at the same time.
I think there's going to be. We're going to find other coordinates elsewhere in the map, something like that.
Well, which coordinates did you find? Because it's 2 sets, right?
No. So on the map, I went to 4166 on one axis and 1899 on the other. So both
Well,
sets.
if you pressed it, nothing happened. Then the thing where the coordinates were had a clamp on a.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
egg.
it could be that. It could be one person needs to be over there and one person needs to be over here. Silence.
Yeah, well, I'm maybe it's already.
Did you
open.
find
found
it?
it. I found it.
Yeah, I found
yes,
it too.
We found it. That's fantastic. Yeah, so someone has to stay here. Unfortunately.
we
Because
say
of course
we
they'll
say
hold the
that
breath.
we say that, but I think we need a bit of a multi-pronged plan here because we've got loads of items. We've got the train. We need to find somewhere to put the jelly bellies.
Find those boards. If
Yeah.
Maybe we could leave them on the
So we're
train.
gonna need someone over there.
Should we?
Yeah, I think
should we
leaving them on the
start-
train is a smart.
Yeah.
There's a high likelihood we already solved the chords, and the button might only need to be pressed once.
Yeah, the coordinates thing is
No,
solved.
the button is. Yeah, the button thing is definitely a hold to press kind of deal.
Okay, I
So
think
someone has to go
Definitely.
back.
I think we
someone
should
has to go
store
back, yeah.
things on here now. Like, let's try
Well,
keeping
how do we-
things here.
Thank you.
How do we
Someone wanna
activate this
take
thing
the
first
Jelly
of all?
Belly?
Because then we can drive back to the previous coordinates.
Yes, yes.
It doesn't have power right now.
So
and,
if
I
you
mean,
could,
we
oh
could-
wait, we don't have power. Have you tried to power it? There's a button here for powering
Yeah, there's
it.
no power.
Oh,
Okay. So Xisuma, we might be able to power this by solving the puzzle right here. I don't know if any of us have checked this out yet. Funny, have you looked at this puzzle over here?
No, we could. Get a
Okay.
backpack.
It might be part of the train. It looks like lights.
we could give it a shot.
It's not part of the train because I see an egg.
That's true. Well,
We
I'm
could
not
get
sure
another
how
one
you
and
do
put it
this.
on.
This is interesting.
Yeah, cryptic.
Very cryptic. So, how do we activate?
There's like so many
Oh,
elements.
that one just flipped.
Yeah, a couple of them are blinking. It's like the shape of a head, right? They blink for like a second. We probably
do we
need
to count
4
how
people
many
for this.
there are?
Possibly. So I think we need all 4 people for this. because I think we have to
Ellie,
save
get your
4
butt over here. Over.
at least. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so far. What do you need me for?
Puzzles. Over.
No, we don't. Scratch that. We don't need you. Over.
Did you figure it out?
We're confident.
No, we're just not gonna do this without Ellie, and Ellie's gone, so we'll do it later.
Okay. Yeah, we can
Wait,
come
this
back
has
to this one. We
this
can come back to
multiple
this one.
position. No, it doesn't.
I don't.
Hey, have we been to that green thing, which is gonna activate the lines, the ski carts?
Ski carts.
We have
Well, the-
not been up there. The ski lift.
Yeah, that's probably where we can do the eggs. Do we want to egg up?
No, you're probably right. Actually, that big green thing probably is where we got 2 eggs.
And we have 2 eggs, don't we?
Go on, let's egg up.
I believe so.
Let's grab the other eggs.
We need a
Well,
beat maker.
We need someone to stay here with a walkie-talkie, so they can do the button, and then we can get the one from the valley.
Well, I think we need to find a place to put the jelly bellies
Did we lose
first.
the egg?
I
Where's the egg?
like the idea of keeping them on this, but we're not able to move the train yet. So
Yeah.
Ellie,
It's true.
on your back, do you know if you have an egg? Over.
Also, Funny, can
I
you put the
do.
map
I
on
have
me?
an egg. Do you guys need it?
Here's an egg. Yeah, okay. What do you want, Silent?
The map.
Okay.
you good? You got it.
We found a
Thank
place
you.
to put the egg, but yeah, you have one. That's all right. Over.
Tell them it's the
How
big
many
green
eggs
tower
do
on
you
top of the
need,
hill.
Well, if you look over there, there's a blue thing before it as well.
So we
True.
found
Should we just
a
head that
green
direction?
tower, just like the red one we found, and we're expecting it to take eggs. We just haven't gotten there yet. Over.
There's a blue one too. Like we could go to the blue thing on the way.
Yeah, I guess we just head this direction. We can take a look at blue and then head up green tower.
Maybe the map has clues. Like there's something over there. Maybe the map has clues too.
It very well could. I'm curious what this puzzle is. I think we just stand around it and then we count.
We do
Yeah.
a long walk upstairs. Up the hill.
Man, I love a long walk.
On the hill.
You know what's
A huge
you know
stroll.
what's slightly better than a long walk?
A huge stroll.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's right.
a little gander.
What the?
Just press it. it's a memory game. It's a memory game. We have to remember which ones are red. Yeah, the red ones reset it. Okay. Okay, we got 2 green ones there. This one's red. That one's green. That one's green. That one's green.
Well, guys,
That
you
one's
know what you're
green.
doing.
Okay, this is actually.
Okay, hold on, hold on. Let's do this a little bit strategic. Not only one person remember everything.
Yeah.
So Silent, you remember these 6, okay?
Okay.
I
so your
have
objective
not
series.
followed what is going on at all. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Silent,
So the green ones power up the center column. That gives us egg. The red ones reset it and then puts all the things down. So
Yeah,
we
so
we
basically,
kind of just have to brute
remember
force
where
this
the
a
green
couple
ones
times. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Ignore
Brute
these ones,
force.
because Silent will take care of these 6. We'll figure out.
Where
the
do my
rest.
6 start?
Past this
Xisuma,
line.
you can start searching over here where the green ones are, and once you find
There's-
some, remember them.
There's a lot more than 6 over here to remember. I can do 8.
They're all red.
Well, no, the button is how you activate it. So when this opens up, it's gonna be red or green, and then we just need to remember which ones are red.
Right. So are you doing that one there, or do I start here?
I guess I'll do this too. This
Okay,
one's
so
green.
now I start my pattern, yeah? Like I start
Yeah.
my process. Well,
This
don't
one's
do it
also
for me.
green.
That one there, okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Alright.
clockwise. Clockwise again. And again. Wow, so all 4. Then these 3. Four, then 3. Reds. Okay. Now we start again, yeah?
Yeah.
4, 3, skip that one. Can we do them out of order?
Funny, you need to.
Yeah, we can.
And almost all of these are green.
Skip that one.
Funny, you can start with this one, right? I guess.
And those
Okay,
2.
okay, yeah, sure.
Ah.
Wow, first try.
Okay, you can do it again.
I just wanted to make sure that one was.
Ah, we found another red. I'm activating my brain smarts, people. Skip that one. Then we got 2. Now these ones, that one's red. Okay, let's try the next 4 first this time. That's red as well.
No.
So not those 2.
Well, what do you think?
Okay, right, we should be able to do it then as long as we don't activate the wrong ones. That should be it.
Isn't this one also green? Isn't this one green?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're missing one.
What? One more.
It's not this one here. Oh, it might be that
Is
one?
it these 2?
It might be this one.
Not this one. Not this one. Not this one. Is it that one? Yeah, okay.
Wait. What about this?
I don't think it's this one.
No.
I think it might be this one. Yeah. Hey, there you go.
There we go. Brilliant. Good job, guys.
Nice.
Get back to you.
That's good. Challenging.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we're running. Why are we getting these jelly bellies? We need somewhere to put them.
It's
Oh,
a
we're
little
going up
late
the
to
mountain.
say that.
Yeah. That's fine. Is there one on my back? 'Cause
There
we
is
can see
now.
the map here, I think. Okay, great. Ellie, apparently Ellie dropped his radio.
Wow.
Can you activate your
Ellie,
You gonna
over.
take this? You gonna take this?
Ellie, over. Bye bye bye.
Nice.
Find your radio. Follow my voice.
Up the
Okay, let's head
hill.
up the hill. That's a nice little puzzle.
I like that.
Ellie,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
That's cool. Kind of simple, but it will get more advanced.
Yeah.
I hope.
Ellie,
It's-
1, 2,
it's
3.
Probably easier for people, but you know, we're smart. We're big brains. We can manage.
We can do it without Ellie.
Yeah. I mean, not to brag, but I do have
Ellie,
an
we just
IQ
did a puzzle
of
without
over
you.
60.
Just letting you know, you are lightly redundant. Over.
Oh, if you keep chatting into that thing, it might help him find it eventually.
That's yeah. That's why I'm kind of doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ellie, over 1, 2. Oh, what's this?
Oh, hey, this looks...
Another one. Okay, so 2 lots of coordinates now. Wow. Wow. Should we take a
Okay,
screenshot?
also,
I took a
guys. I
Or we
want
can
you
take this.
to remember. Just come over
Those
here.
aren't-
Just come over here. Just guys, just follow me. Just follow me. Look at this. Look at this. It requires a key to activate the ski lift.
Yeah, we can do the
Ah.
key. We'll get the key up here.
So we'll find
Yeah,
something
we'll
like
get the key.
that for the train station as well.
Yeah.
Then we start unlocking how to get through the world a little quicker. I'm loving this. I'm understanding why it got good. Oh, dude, this is so one of them. We so don't
Yeah,
need
this
Ellie.
is.
I didn't
Nah,
say that.
We really don't.
Ellie belly.
We're just gonna get everything done without him.
Yeah.
We got a
Straight.
laser pointer up here.
We
All
do.
right.
And binoculars. This one requires 5.
So, if Ellie's out there somewhere in the world, where did he start? Like down
Sorry, I
here?
lost the walkie-talkie.
Oh my
I found
god!
it.
Can he
Twist it,
see my
flip it, zip
laser? Can he
Snap
see
it.
my laser?
Flip it.
Flip it.
Can Ellie see my
Where is
laser?
that?
Tell him to look for the
I heard
laser.
that.
Ellie, you got a walkie again?
Yes, I found it. I had lost it. I heard you guys play some statues. Do you need mine or something?
Does he see the laser?
Well, so we know how to activate the ski lift, but that's kind of it. I would rather, to be honest, find a way to activate the monorail, and we just leave this one incomplete.
Does
Over.
he see the laser?
So I think to activate the monorail, we need
that's
to
concerned.
turn on every light and every stop, and I've done 2 so far.
So guys, these keys are not linear. We can just take the key for this
Gotcha.
one and then use it to turn on the train.
So we're,
Oh, yeah,
do
yeah.
you see Xizuma's laser if he shines it kind of across the world?
I love
do
the
not.
laser. This thing's
I'm
great.
back at the tower where we
Dang.
first found the walkie-talkies.
Okay, I'm pointing
Oh,
it at
he's
him.
over there. He's at the red tower.
Yeah,
he's at the
I
triangle.
see the laser.
Okay.
Oh gosh, that's a micro beacon.
So, if his is red and ours is green,
Oh, you guys are all the way over there. Okay, cool.
Wait,
is there like
wait.
another one like
This is
this?
the
It's
perfect
the same
opportunity.
shape.
Go for it.
This is solve the one in the canyon. So tell Ellie to go
Oh,
down to
Ellie,
the
while
canyon
you're
one.
there, you can solve the puzzle for the number, the coordinates. Why don't you go to the coordinates spot? Over.
Yeah.
So is he going? Is he
Okay, that's a good
going?
idea. I'm gonna have to leave the walkie-talkie though when I'm there.
He's going to where he picks it up, right?
So be it. But then you'll be able to get to the green area once you have the egg, and you'll know to get here. And then there's a. I'll make sure to put one walkie over here.
Yeah. Funding.
Okay. Do you guys
You
want
need the
to try to
walkie-talkie
activate
so I can go to
the
the button.
monorail by going the opposite way of which I went?
Not yet, because we need to activate the button for your thing.
Yeah.
So,
I see. Okay.
is
okay.
he going-
I'm on my way
I
to the
can't-
brown.
What were you
is he
saying?
going to the cage? Is he going?
He's going to the
He's going
cage.
to the
Yes.
cage in the
So
back.
you need me to go to the other thing. Well, 2 of us should go so we can use the backpacks and pick up stuff on the way. Should we go, Silent?
Yeah, if you want to. I was just, yeah, that'll work. And then
Okay,
Funny,
so
you
you've
can do whatever you want.
Maybe study the map.
Thanks.
That's what I want to do right now.
I know
'Cause-
exactly what the button is, so I can just go do that.
Dude,
Ellie.
guys, how have I not noticed this? Stuff is labeled on this map. It has symbols. Literal symbols.
I
We
am
can
on
see
location. Feel free to
where
press
the
the button.
next place to drop off Jelly Bellies is on here. It's a blue tower directly north of where we are.
That's true.
So let's get the laser pointer.
It's
It's
You
like
let me know when you press the button so I'm aware if we're
right
pressing
there.
the right one
Xisuma,
or
it's
not.
right there,
Over.
yeah.
that. Is it
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, so
Okay,
we can
I'm
really
gonna
start
go-
to plan what we're doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go press the button for Ellie.
Okay, and are you gonna go
At this
alone?
moment, nothing
But
is
no, no,
opening.
I
I'm
need
not
to go
being
with
able-
you to put it on your back.
Give me 2 minutes, Ellie.
Oh! I fell off.
Bitch! Okay, that's fine.
Hold up, Silent. Why can't I get up? There we go.
I'm sorry. What?
Right, I gotta come with you so we can put
Okay,
things
so
on your
it's
back.
safe to say,
But Silent, wait.
Ellie, you stay at the safe. I'm
Oh, jeez, why am I falling over?
Ah, jeez, just slid down the hill.
Here we go, silent, silent. Actually, I'm going to put this at the bottom. I just realised something. Silent doesn't need my help because the Jelly Belly is at Ellie's location.
I hear you. Go ahead, over.
Hey Fundy, I'm an idiot. I bring you this. Can you tell Silent that he doesn't need my help because the Jelly Belly isn't... Oh wait, you don't have the... Where's the walkie-talkie?
Right here.
Oh, so you use that. Hey Silent, I forgot that the Jelly Belly isn't at that site, so you don't need my help.
Okay, I'm about to press the button, and then I'll
figured
head back
something
up to the green
I
tower.
figured something out.
Ellie, do you need any help carrying a Jelly Belly?
Feel free to press the button. I'm on location. Over.
Do you need help carrying a Jelly Belly? Because you got a radio.
Yes. I got it out the box, Silent. Thank you so much. I might leave it here and you guys come and pick it up. I don't know, but I don't have enough slots. I don't really want to leave the walkie-talkie here.
Shall I go get the Jelly Belly for him?
I'm heading back to the
Yes,
tower.
but first I want to
Okay.
blow your mind.
Okay, yeah, go on.
I will leave
Go
it
to the
at
other side of that
brown
green
box,
area.
if you guys remember where that is.
I'm gonna pick this thing up.
Yeah?
Watch this.
You're gonna kick it. Whoa! Oh my god.
What does that mean?
I go left and right. I think it means we walk towards it. There's other numbers down there as well, so we probably need to like use both
It's
sets of
two
numbers.
different coordinates, and we gotta trigger both of them or something.
Here, let's head down there and investigate.
We could, but we know the
Oh, whoops.
we have no radios.
True. We'll only be gone for a minute.
We'll figure it out. Okay.
Those two
Yeah,
can
you're
talk to
gonna
each
go.
other.
I'm back.
I
So,
mean,
I think.
I'm just kind of wondering if there's any, like, you have to do any math or deduction. I think they might be separate things altogether, or
Yeah, I think so too.
they could potentially be 3 things you have to activate together at once. 3 sets of coordinates,
Well,
right?
they both change, right?
Yeah, that changes, but these stay the same.
Yeah,
so, like,
so
one person heads...
This is one coordinate, but we don't. Oh, I get it. I get it already.
Yeah?
These two
Hi.
coordinates
Hi.
will probably have buttons. This is where the egg is.
Yeah,
Is the egg in
Because
the
the egg isn't here.
However,
Yeah.
my only concern is, are you going to end up going to 0-0? That would be the logical thing, to travel to 0-0.
Yeah.
Should we do it? Should we just get 3 of us?
Yeah,
Like, where's Ellie?
How many babies do we need? Because I have one on my back and we have one at the brown box.
Tell Ellie he's on his own again.
Ellie, you're
we need
on your
3.
own for a little while, but we need 3 total at the moment. So
Let's
if
go
you
to
have
the
one,
map.
It's 2. Yeah. But we're doing things.
He's got 2.
So
He's got 2.
later.
Poor Ellie.
That's the nice way to let me know that I'm annoying. Okay, cool.
I mean,
Wait, so you're going
Ellie
up
ran
here?
off.
What-
I just want to
what
point
is
that out.
mine?
Ellie ran off. Hey, is there a way I can see this? I guess I got to put it down to see it.
No, yeah, that's the thing. We need to work together.
This
One
is
sees it,
definitely
the other
like the
doesn't.
most fun. Yeah, I guess we do need Ellie after all. Tell him we need him to carry a box.
So we
and
need 2
that's it.
people to walk with this thing, 2 people to get to one coordinate and the other.
Tell Ellie we need him to
so
carry
we
a
need-
box.
We need Ellie just for his big, strong muscles. And Buck does clearly have a lock
Wait,
on the side of it.
wait. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So you guys
I put the box on your back, so now we have the numbers for us
Oh,
available
thank
if
you,
you
thank
walk.
you. Okay. 325 and 188. Oh gosh. 325.
You guys solved this number?
It's like
So,
it's
yeah,
like
we
the
solved
other
how to
side
do
of
it.
the map. It's like up here over there somewhere. I can't even point at it. It's like around here, the first coordinate. Second coordinate, it's actually not too far away. 32 and then 19. So it looks like it's all in the top area, which is kind of like that direction. So if I move that way, is the number going down?
Yes, it is actually.
It
Okay,
is.
So this
So
takes
they're
us where the
probably
beacon
all
is.
up there. They're probably all up in that area. Maybe we should focus on doing stuff in this area to get jelly bellies. Like, we're getting kind of crazy distracted. We should probably like pick our priorities. You know what I mean? Like, if we get 3 more jelly bellies here, then bam, we've got another key and we can unlock something.
Yeah. And I would love the metro. Or the tram.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I think Ellie has another theory on how you activate that. Ellie, what's the theory on how you activate the metro? Over.
Shoot.
Right now, my theory is that you turn on all the light switches at every station, but apparently it might not be that because Silent was talking about a key.
Okay. Did you like hear it from your chat or something?
No, that's something I'm making up with my brain. But
So your brain did
There's
that thing
no
where it
way
gives
that's
you an
correct.
idea, where it talks to you.
yes, and I'm investigating to see if it's true or not. But I think I'm stuck here. I don't think I can progress.
My
where's
brain
Ellie
is
at?
giving me an idea. It's telling me that you're wrong.
That's right.
Wow.
What is the right solution then?
What is the right solution? I think it's the key.
The
Turn on the
right
train.
solution is you coming back to the
Just-
green tower because we have something that's of way more importance.
Yeah. So
Oh, well, one of us has got to go get
okay,
a jelly
I'll
belly.
be right there in like
I'm
5
pretty
minutes.
sure.
I want to look at this
It'll
map
be here in
again.
5 minutes. All right, guys, let's
So-
just genuinely wait.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure to activate the train, you need the key, and all these keys are not linear. We can take the key from Green Tower to activate Blue.
There is
I'm pretty
red,
sure.
green,
So-
and blue central towers, and a yellow one.
Yeah.
So there's 4.
Yeah, so we solved
Did we do
red.
yellow? We haven't done yellow, have we?
Laser.
No,
Yo, can
we
you
haven't
shine the
been to
laser in the
yellow
sky
yet.
just so I know which way to
Was
go?
okay. I see where the very first one we did was, and it has a different style of icon, but it's similar. So I would say there is 4 towers. We've done 1, and we're on the blue
Yeah.
one.
We're on the
Right.
green one.
And then there's a couple other like sub icons on here that are worth looking at. But yeah, I really think we should just focus on getting 3 jelly bellies and then try and activate the
Yeah.
metro. So one of us could take a stroll to pick up the one that's left behind.
Yes. Now, I'm pretty sure that this key, once we get it, if we carved it in this area, we would only be able to use
Did
this
you guys
key to
get the
turn
brown box,
on
little boy?
the... We would only be able to turn on...
Sorry.
The ski
The-
lift. I'm
the
fine
ski
with
lift.
that.
Yeah, the
Did you
ski
get
I'm
lift.
the
fine
baby
with
in the
that.
brown
But
box?
yeah.
But if we took this key and we took it to Blue
No,
Tower and
we
used
haven't.
those
It's
carvers,
still
then
red
maybe that
tower.
would turn on the train.
I mean, does it look like
Okay,
does
perfect.
it look
I
like
will be on my way.
blue? Wait, we're on blue. You mean
We're on
yellow?
green. This is Green Tower.
Green. Sorry, you're right.
Yeah.
No. We're okay. Yeah, sorry. We're on green. Blue
Yes.
is directly above a metro line, but so is yellow. Red's next to one. They're always close to a metro. So which one actually
Yeah,
activates
true.
it? I'm not sure.
That's a good question. The ski lift does go full north-south, so that would be
Yeah.
really convenient just right now.
I'd say just take
We could
it
just
while
do
we
that.
can see it, because then we get to make use of it.
Yeah.
We could go explore more of the
Yeah.
southern area with it.
We need to solve the circle thing with the lights, and then we need to get the extra jelly belly from
I hear
Ellie.
music, I'm scared.
Don't worry, just a lullaby of one of the monsters.
Right, do you want me to go get the jelly belly? I can do
Do
a
you know where
walk.
it's at?
Yeah, if I take a walkie-talkie... Actually, I don't need
Well,
one.
Yeah, you could, but we need Ellie here
Guys, if I don't
for
make
this
it,
one. I would
please
love
take care
for...
of my baby.
Ellie's on his
He's
way
on my
here.
backpack.
I would love to complete this.
Well, if we unlock the ski lift, we could take a ride up north and go close to where it is. So let's get those jelly bellies.
Status update. I
And
still
then
like the music.
But we only have 2 additional jelly bellies, right?
Yeah, if you guys work
Yeah,
on
so
finding
Ellie's
them...
bringing one. Ellie's bringing one. We unlocked the other one with the original button, but we have to go get it. And then if Ellie is coming back right now, we could do the little circle light thing at the bottom of this tower.
Here, take
and that'd be really quick.
take my backpack, because if I go, all I need to do is carry a jelly belly. If I go now, it's like the sun's coming up, so I can go there and back.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know what to
Okay.
go back.
Okay, I'll do that.
Satlin, can you backpack me up?
Can I get a little laser shine real quick again?
Alright, that's our plan. I should have looked a little bit before I went. I could take one of these with me, actually. Actually, no, it's turning to day, isn't it? It's sort of in that direction. But it's probably over those hills, is what I'm thinking. Anyway, chat, we can have a chat now. Oh, I'm gonna vent at some point. I feel like venting right now because my ankle injury flared up again and my arms aren't healing, and I've been starting to get a bit depressed about it lately. Just, you know, I just want to let it out a bit. It's like my favorite things are being taken away from me, right? Weightlifting, running, playing guitar. Oh, it's just when you have a setback, it starts to really get to you. So I don't know. One thing I was looking at today is changing my diet because I was reading about how the body heals itself and how tendons heal themselves. So like tendons, they get less blood flow than muscles, and it was saying in order for protein synthesis to occur and to like repair the tendon, you need to feed it protein throughout the day. So my intermittent fasting is probably not optimal. And I've been looking up all these like superfoods like turmeric and stuff. I'm like just trying to, how can I give my body as much as possible that it needs to heal itself, you know? Have I looked into EDS, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome? You have it, and it can make some injuries heal more slowly. I haven't, no doctor or physio has mentioned that to me. I don't think I have a, some sort of syndrome. I'm doing something wrong. I mean, the way in which I sparked this injury back up was by stretching. And I was reading about stretching again, and it was saying that, like, this is what people do. It's quite common. Did we do this one already? Why is it locked? There's like a 4-person thing here. 4 of you stand in the corners and press buttons, and then you unlock it or something. Looks kind of easy to do. I've also lost my bearings a bit. If we follow the monorail, it'll probably go to where we want. Unless it goes the other direction. Like, I don't think we want to go towards the ski lift. And is that got a backpack in it? Because if I can grab that, that'll be alright. And if it's the one we were at earlier, that might be handy. I think we've got to go over these rocks. Tendons heal really slow and protein intensive. I hope your injuries heal well and that you can move the way you want afterwards. Thank you. Yeah, oh, and that's the other thing. I want my mobility back. It's a connective tissue disorder. Common but not super easily diagnosed. Okay, we came through this valley? No, I don't think we did. This looks like a dead end. Oh my god. What have I gotten myself into? Just gone straight into a dead end. My physical therapist says small repeated motions, then a little more. It takes time to heal. Yeah, I've been doing my little motion exercises, rehab. It was all going quite well. The pains were sort of like disappearing, and then I had a day where I felt like, okay, let's stretch out the body again, because I've been avoiding doing yoga and stuff in case I hurt it more. And then I kind of again just went gently into one stretch, but it was too much. It was too much too soon. Have I like If they got jelly bellies in, 2 of them, I feel like that's the location we might end up going to later. I don't know where I am. I have absolutely just waffled and gone the wrong way, I think. This is not somewhere we've been before. Something made me think this is the place where you get 2 jelly bellies. It's not. We didn't go in that direction. There's something to this, though. So, if we're on the beach, I think it's that way. We headed southish, and then that's probably the first thing. Yeah, I think... Did I leave that and go the wrong direction? I think we've got to go that way. Maybe you need different stretches. Well, I was reading about the stretches, and it was basically showing me the stretches that I know are wrong for it. And I've learned now that, yeah, okay, that whole, like, area of type of stretching is basically a no-go. Whereas before, in my mind, it was like, I was avoiding them anyway, but I hadn't read to do that. So now I'm completely avoiding those sorts of stretches. What's this about a spa day? I'm side questing. Yeah, I am actually. You're starting to learn your adulthood is just going to be collecting diagnosis like Pokemon. Yeah, that's what's frustrating me with these injuries piling up now. Is like, is this getting old? Is this just what it's going to be like? Because I just got to find that balance, and maybe I just can't hit my body as much anymore, right? It's really frustrating because that's how I keep myself in check. There it is. I have to do exercise to keep myself feeling good. If I don't, it don't take long for my mind to like go negative. If you got a blender, chuck in everything into it with some beans and make pasta sauce. When you ripped up your tendons in your shoulder, that's what you did to get the good spice and herb stuff. Yeah, okay, spice and herbs, that's what I'm like trying to do. I'm eating lots of turmeric. I've brought some hemp shells. I've got cinnamon. Like there's a bunch of others. I wanted to find like a blend, like some sort of just all the spices in one blend would be great. Just put that in everything. Someone dropped a jelly bean. I call them jelly bellies. You legit lived on pasta and curry. Indian spice mixes are great for getting them all. Yeah, that's a smart idea. I'm going to do some more dietary research tomorrow. So much of my time is like, I make these priorities, like making videos and streams and stuff. And then throughout the day, my mind has like little worry moments of like, oh, I need to sort out my diet or something. And then like, today I actually properly started gathering some information, so now I need to carve out that time and make it a priority. Like, yeah, you just need to sit at the computer and not work. You need to like research and make a plan and get that plan in motion. I've already like been doing my diet, my meal planning, so that I'm going to do 4 meals a day. Gonna go from 2 to 4. And like spread out the protein and just get that protein synthesis going. Let's go put that there for a second. I wanna, oh wait, these are limited, aren't they? I was gonna use it to have a look, and then I'm like, oh yeah, doesn't work like that. Where are we heading? Is it that one? I guess it is. That's the train station we are at. That's the southern region. It's that one there. So yonder we go. Anything else you want to talk about, chat, before I get back? Anything on your minds? It doesn't have to always be about me. Sometimes I get a bit sick of talking about what's going on in my life, you know, because I sit here and do it all the time when I stream. I appreciate it. I appreciate people listen, and I get to vent, but sometimes it's just like, oh, back on the me show again. Okay. You like to snack on random foods. Yeah, I'm not a snacker. I'm a very calculated eater. X, you like baking cookies? No, I don't like sweets and treats. My food's very savory. I bought a massive bag of raw cacao, and cacao powder, should I say. I'm going to figure out some things to make with that. I've already made like a dark chocolate sorbet where I've like mixed in flax seeds and other anti-inflammatory stuff. When you was working full time, you ate 5 times a day. It can be done. It also, like, it depends on like portion size. Like, I've always really liked big portions of food. Like, I'll eat, you know, 1 to 1,500 calories in one sitting. If I do 5 meals a day and they're all 500 odd calories each, then I can get by on that. Chuck it in chili. Chocolate in chili is banging. Hey, why are we getting music? Is it because I'm on my own? It's like, you get music now. Heart Gamer says I eat 3 meals a day, but you snack. Yeah, depending on what your goals are, like, snacking just fires up your metabolism over and over again. I mean, I was doing 2 meals a day because, you know, I want to live long and I don't want to keep firing up my metabolism throughout the day. But now I have to. Now it's like, actually, now I'm injured and I need that protein synthesis, right? You know how bodybuilders eat loads of meals throughout the day? They're always getting their chicken and rice and broccoli, and it's the same thing. They're just like hitting the muscles and then feeding it protein throughout the day. X is way too healthy for cookies. What I could probably eat is a savory cookie. I mean, my not granola, my oat bars that I make are very savory. But I like that. Also, if I mix them in the top of my ice cream, heaven. Protein cookie, I could make that, yeah, pretty much. But they're not cookies with sugar in. They're just like really plain food that most people wouldn't like. Hey, I think they got another one. That's awesome. Oh, we need teamwork to do this, don't we? I'm back. I totally didn't go in the wrong direction. I got the jelly belly over.
Congratulations. We are down the hill at the light post puzzle.
Which direction is that?
Behind the big blue circle down by the train, you know.
Oh. Oh, I think I know what one they're on about. I'm gonna laser you to make sure I'm correct. Are they at that one or this one?
That's the one, Xisuma. We're down here. The green.
Thank you. Should I bring anything with me?
Your body.
On my way. You're addicted to sugar. Honestly, like, you've heard me say it before, Hot Gamer, so, like, I won't bang on about it, but if you need any encouragement to experiment ditching the sugar, you should definitely give it a try. Sugar just, like, messes with your energy levels and your metabolism. It's so known to have all these negative connotations to it. And once you ditch it, you will... I assure you, once you get off it, once you get over the hump, you'll feel different. You would like the encouragement. Just try a little a day, you know. Don't go trying to do a big U-turn. Just take it down slowly, a bit at a time, you know. And just reduce the amount of sweetness and stuff. And you'll feel yourself crave it, but then you just got to put up with a little bit of discomfort and be like, okay, all right, it's uncomfortable for a while. Tea, says Autumn. Tea, like, if you enjoy something that's savory and doesn't have a lot of calories, like a drink of tea, then that can be a great little thing to pivot to. For me, like, I got off chocolate. I just have pure cocoa. Black chocolate, basically. Are they at this one? Hey, did you figure this one out?
Dang it! We think so.
What do you have to do?
Okay,
When we press this button, it flashes lights. It shows like a little face, and we have to count.
Yeah. So I
Oh,
stood
so there's
here
like an
counting
angle to see all the faces.
Yeah, and then Funny.
So if I go on this side... Oh, did you just do it anyway?
Oh my God, Xisuma, thank you so much. You nailed it.
I know. I'm the lucky charm. Couldn't have done it without
Yeah,
my
for real.
presence. So now with that one, we have enough to do the top. Did you guys get an
can
extra
put it
one
back.
in there? Did you go find a
Yeah,
puzzle?
No, that was Ellie. He had two, remember?
That was the one I had in my back.
Oh, okay, cool.
yeah.
Tyler, you can put it in my back if you want.
I
All
think I'll
right,
carry
ski
it.
lift time.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, you better not
Finally.
drop it.
Digital Chaos, thank you for 125 streams, my dude. 125!
Oh gosh.
That's mental.
I didn't drop it. I kicked it.
Hang on, why can't I go up this hill here? Ugh, Forgill. If you struggled going a month without sugar, it's like that's the cold turkey thing. I don't recommend cold turkey. Some people can do it. I recommend gradual changes, like you get used to a bit less. But yeah, the other thing is when people do that, they tend to rebound. It's like, well, that didn't work. Back to my normal diet, and it's like, go halfway back, you know? Because you're trying to tune those dials to be in the right place. Oh hey,
Hello.
I got split up.
Yeah, I didn't want you to get lost, so I stayed back.
Oh, thank you, Ellie. I can navigate, I'll have you know. I mean, I did get lost a moment ago though, so maybe I do need help.
Yes. That's what worried me. I couldn't find this green thing for a while though. I want to activate the monorail. It feels like it's gonna be really useful.
I would like to, but I think we said in the end, like, we might as well just do the ski lift, and then we get to go north on the ski lift, and that takes us to the coordinates thing. I mean, if you think about it, they put the coordinates thing right next to the station, so... Oh, that's not how that works.
I put it in.
No, put it. You can't.
It's mine.
There is actually like a little ledge there, maybe?
No. I got stuck on the corner of the stairs. Hey, guess what? You need two people to put it in there.
Get back. All right.
Wait, can we do
you
two
do it.
at the same time?
You're pretty alright.
Let's
could.
do two at the same time. There's
Wait, do we
four
have
of
to?
us. Yeah, look.
Oh yeah.
You do that one.
Yeah,
Here we
I
go,
have my
Fundy.
own Fundy. This one's better.
Let's do a countdown.
Come on,
Fundy?
Fundy.
So as you say, I'm the best.
You're the best at what you do.
Fair enough.
Alright, you hit that button. Hit that button.
Over the other one. Over the other one. There we go.
3,
3,
2,
2, 1.
almost.
Oh, that was...
Oh, and we gotta let
almost
go.
beat
Oh,
me.
it was actually on us, Ellie. Oh dear.
Yeah, I forgot we had to let go as well.
Hey, free key.
Oh,
the
that's
city,
it.
everybody.
Like, I don't know why that would be special.
Oh, no!
No! Oh, it went so far. Oh my god, it went so far. Oh my god, it went so
do we have
far.
a scanner?
There is a scanner, yeah. I kind of saw where it went, but I'm probably not gonna. Do you have,
I think we got it.
maybe use the binoculars.
Oh man, I think the scanner would be better.
What the heck?
We lost it.
Right, let's grab these things, Ellie, because these are coming with us. We'll, while they've wasted time, we'll get ahead of the game. Oh, that might have been
No idea
silly.
where it went.
Okay, that wasn't too silly, thank goodness. Let's hope this one isn't silly. Yep, that's okay. That's okay. Play-dio. And then I'll take a flashlight. I could have jumped off the side of the building. Oh! I just jumped off the side of the building, couldn't I? Right, so we're gonna go that direction, I think. So I'll drop these things off over here. I guess they gotta carve the key as well. And then the key probably, yeah, it's neutral until you carve it, basically. Right, I know what that is. Oh, they're both here. Thank goodness.
I think they
I
found it.
found this really cool shiny thing in the woods.
Hi. By the way, that's neutral until you carve it, but you carve it here. And I walked away. I'm prepping. I'm prepping.
Hi. Okay, so we wanted to activate the ski lift, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Oh, is it this? What the heck? It moves.
Just making
does that
sure
mean?
we didn't want to try and use
Yeah,
this for
who's got the
train or something.
box? I'm prepping. I'm putting all the things we need over here. Whoops! That was very smart. Glad there wasn't a cliff behind that. Do you guys have a radio, walkie-talkie? Over.
We do.
Who's got the map? Who's got? Well, guys, where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, it takes you that way, does it?
Turn the key.
I'm gonna study the map for a moment.
That's probably
okay.
smart. We need someone who actually knows what they're doing.
Whoops, that's not how you study the map. I have a press the wrong button problem. So it's gonna take us all the way. The thing is, wait, no, we're on the green one down there, so it's to the right of us. So we're gonna go this direction. We're gonna go up. There's there where the crosshair is, and then we're gonna go, I guess, up to the yellow one, somewhere near the yellow one. And then there's also this black thing on the way. There's gonna be so much to see and do. Oh yeah, you can zoom in. So that's where we are.
Boys.
Hi.
Oh, there's a yellow. Okay.
Hi.
What's in my backpack? What's in my backpack?
You got the numbers. So I've got the sign, a flashlight. Between us, we need to carry. Hey, Fundy, you're going the wrong way. Also, we need to put things on you.
Let's put the map on Fundy.
Yeah, Fundy. Actually, let's put the sign on Fundy. I feel like that'd be more comical.
No, we got a screenshot. No, give it a second.
No,
Hey,
Useless thing.
I want to see what it looks like.
No,
I want to see what it looks like, man. Oh. Wait, did you screenshot it? Did you actually
Yeah,
screenshot
apparently
it?
we.
Thank goodness, thank goodness.
Yeah, I wrote down the coordinates of that thing too, by the way.
Okay,
so
there's a
we're good.
walkie-talkie, and then, do you want to do the honors, Silent?
Sure, let's do it.
Which way are we going?
We're going that way. Oh, this is gonna be comical. Oh, see you guys.
Hey! All right, bye guys. See you soon.
Woo! Hey, there's a green
The
box.
question is,
What's
where
that?
do we get out?
Oh, that's the key thing. All the way at the top, I
Yeah.
think. Oh shoot!
Really?
I was gonna say those guys should have sat in front, but we'd never be able to read that box from back here.
Oh, yeah. Well, we can walkie-talkie it, but I don't have my walkie-talkie.
Oh.
No,
Well, we
yeah, they
can't
have a
communicate.
one-man walkie-talkie right
By
now.
the way,
and we have
don't
2 lights.
press spacebar. It's a long walk.
Yeah, it's a long fall too.
I think we went past that
I
yellow
forgot
thing
that
earlier.
backpack. Right there.
See that down there on the left? I'm pretty sure we went past that
Yeah.
earlier.
That's true. That's true. We got stuck there.
And then we
couldn't
got
go
the
up.
backpack from the blue thing on the right.
Okay, that adds up to me.
I'm trying to scout the area. Yeah, look over your shoulder. You can see the 4 rooms we had to talk through the walkies with.
Where? Oh, I don't see those.
It's like right
yeah,
over your shoulder.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, behind me. Yeah.
This map's loaded with just so much stuff at the moment.
Right? Ooh, careful with your feet. Don't get them hit.
Oh, we literally climbed over that rock earlier.
This one? Nah.
The one we just scraped over. Yeah, we stood there for a minute.
We do see the lights of the mountain pass down here.
Oh, yeah. That was fun, that bit.
Oh, what a nostalgic time that was, wasn't it, Xisuma?
60 minutes ago. Oh, I remember the days.
Oh, gee golly, when times were good.
Oh, it's set in night time.
So up there, this is probably like one of the only ways to get up here in the first place.
This high it might be, yeah. Got some blue
Is
nonsense.
that a walkie-talkie?
Nah, it's just a
This
flashlight.
thing,
Oh wait,
no, this blue thing. That's a walkie, right? That's a walkie, right
that
there.
does look like one.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Good luck. You might have to get on the one behind them, unless you're quick. Run, 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 run! You can do it. You can do it.
No!
Sprint, sprint. I believe.
Wait, get off, get off. We need to be here.
Walkie-talkie you guys picked up.
Oh, you'll have to get on the next one after. Oh, we're alone again, chat. We're alone again. I just realised. How you doing? I'm supposed to be scouting the area a bit, but now that it's night time, it's like there's a sphere over there, I guess. It's hard to see, isn't it? Something blue, something red. I think that's the beginning. Keep it even? Keep what even? Wait, I saw are they on the one behind me? I thought I saw a flashing light as well. Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. They don't look like they're on the one behind me, but it's dark. Bay Charles says, hi X, this game looks fun. It's been amazing actually, I've really been liking it. So that might be, yeah, that's the yellow one, okay. That's the yellow one. Oh, I can see them, they're on it. This game has more meat to it than you thought, if you get what I mean to spare. Oh! Oh, the random clicking is ridiculous. Well, I could pop off here, actually. Go grab it. Oh, if I can see it. Now I get lost in the dark, right? Oh, no, it's just here. It's just there. Right, they weren't on the one behind me. There must be one or two behind or something. Doesn't look like it. Maybe there's a radio up here. I mean, I'm pretty sure we've got to head up here to get to the yellow one. I sure do love to drop stuff. I do, yeah, I do. It's just like, I just like twitch a little bit and randomly click. Get the next lift. I could do, yeah, but I'm just gonna wait for him. Oh, wait. I can unlock it. Thank you. So we know the dealio. There's a key. We get the same tools every single time. So this stuff is starting to get a little not predictable, you know what I mean? Just, hey, we're understanding the game. Hello, I'm at Yellow Tower.
Yay! I'm glad you found your way there. We are coming to you.
Sweet, sweet.
We are top of mountain, right underneath the mountain thing, or the rocket thing, and we found another egg.
Nice. The yellow tower has got 5 spots for eggs. We can't see anything, can we, chat?
Ellie, where are you at? Over?
Oh, he's over there. Unleash the fireworks.
We launched a firework.
As did I.
Are you at top of the mountain?
Top of the mountain. Xisuma, we see you from the mountain with binoculars. Yo, if you come up here, there's an achievement for reaching the highest spot.
Are you guys coming to me or should I go to you? I don't need to get an achievement.
I saw you dancing. It was adorable. Xisuma, we are going to you.
I think you can see the end of the ski lift down there.
Actually, maybe not.
Huh?
I don't know.
Maybe not what?
Bundy is questioning why we should go to you.
Because we're going to get to the coordinates.
Mega valid point on our way.
Did you forget the plan? That's
so
funny.
the peninsula button has another button up here at the top of the mountain, and then another button way south. So it's going to be a 3-person, 3 walkie-talkie beam. Ready to put out. Over.
Oh. I didn't know. Two of the coordinates
and
were
then we
quite.
can do the peninsula.
Two of
Maybe?
the coordinates were quite close together. Two of the coordinates were close together, were they not?
Well, there's 3, right? So it's the 2 coordinates on paper, and then it's the automatic one where the actual egg is.
So did the numbers tick down on the automatic one?
Well, the issue was they were wearing it and they were behind us, so we don't know.
Well, what's the numbers now? Because one of them was 3,900.
But
Are you guys on the ski lifts?
we are on our way to you guys, and Sana has the boards written down, and they're really close. I think. Did I do that right, Sana?
Oh, there they are. This game, I love how this game gets you having little moments like this. Right? The whole communication thing. You're not just in
I
Discord,
have the
hearing
coordinates on my
everything.
phone. Oh, dude, this black box is cool.
Well, black box? Oh, whoa.
Did any one of you forget your Xbox out this year?
Yo, we gotta go inside the black box. Oh, I see another backpack spot too. I don't know if they're looking. Maybe if I laser them at first, like that, then they're like, oh, we're being lasered, and then I'm like, it's over there. Oh, there's that green wall. Oh, shoot. Can you go further than that?
Room, and then I'll catch
We
you guys up
saw
at
the
yellow
end
house.
of this line at night, and it's all the way down there. So that's the end of the game over there. Dang. I think you can see the end of the game from up here.
There is a baby
look.
here in the blue thing, in the blue circle.
I think that's the end of the game. It's behind this big
Ooh.
wall.
Interesting. Yeah,
And then
I
the
agree with you.
backpack is over here. If we really need it.
Okay, I'll go back to yellow tower because this blue thing is not what it was.
Oh, we need to study this map a little closer now because we need to nail down where those other coordinates are going to be. Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
Hi. I need some numbers from you.
Okay, so the first one is 3259 by 1883.
Right, 3259. 3259.
That's
So
gonna
like
be pretty.
the middle.
You know what?
Can
Ellie,
we
where'd
see?
you go?
Oh,
Let's try zooming this in. Actually,
I'm
Here
on
we
my
go.
way. Okay, I found another spot we need to see. Okay, I see. Okay, I'm on my way.
So like, can you see this laser beam? I can barely see it. It's
I
like
can, yeah.
it's like in the middle of those two lines, right? Those white lines are like in the middle. 3250.
Yeah, 1883.
18.
I think I might need to do this one more. Hold up. Here we go. I'm sorry. I think this
okay.
is the correct area. Yeah, this is it. This is it.
Oh, so it's actually over on that
right
side.
on the train line.
Oh.
Yeah, it's right on the train line. It's by Blue Tower, actually.
Maybe we don't do that then, because this is. I thought it was on the left side, but it's on the right side. Where's Ellie with the box? Because seeing those numbers updated would be handy.
He's coming back up. He's coming back up. He jumped off a ski lift accidentally. You know, there's no safety rail. We should really sue. It's not very safe.
Well, from up here, we could probably scout out about 5 activities to do. There's the black box. I mean, we could use the map as well. We'd see. Let's see. It's the top corner area.
I want to push you a
No,
little
that's
bit.
not it. Wait, what bit am I looking at?
Second one from the last. So not that one. Next
No,
one.
that's. Oh, okay.
This one. Here we go.
No, that's not it.
I'm
It's
here.
only. It
That was-
doesn't split it into 4. It splits into 3, which confused me. We are somewhere.
We're north of this.
We are.
There's
aren't we?
probably 2 maps. I
Oh,
think
wait,
this one
no,
is
no,
for
I
like
got
the
it, I got
southern
it.
end of the continent.
Oh, wait a minute. We might actually not be too far away. Okay, yeah, we are not too far away. Let's look at this again. Do you see at the very top where the water is? There is a green wall coming out.
Yeah, the dam.
Okay, that is actually, we can see that from over here if you look in this direction. So we
yeah.
are in the right spot.
True.
So now let's go back to figuring out those coordinates. Where is the pointer?
Holy, that's where we were that one time.
So
2.5, 1883.
32.5. Is that?
It's gonna be basically bottom right of the 3rd square, 1st row.
Is it here? 32.5?
Yeah, it's 32.5 is middle of the top row.
Okay, and then
So it's basically
where's 18?
right on the. It's gonna be
20.
right on the river.
What's the second number? 18.
Can I see that? Here.
What's the second
Boom.
number?
It's like right. It's right there. 1883 is the second number.
So 3250, 1883. That's like,
Yeah.
I'd say it's a little bit higher than where you're pointing and to the left.
Yeah. So somewhere right around that rock, you know.
No,
in the river.
higher up, past the river. Just north of the river.
Oh.
Right at the red spot.
Oh.
Do you want me to point? Yeah.
1850.
I think it's
1883.
about there. Oh, hang on.
Bro,
Watch
can
out.
you stop pushing the map around, my guys?
So one person goes
To
there.
open the monorail.
What's the second number?
No, it's 1883. It's gonna be on the 4th line. It's gonna be on this line right here.
1883.
It's like it's basically 19. So it's gonna be right there
yeah,
on
it's,
that rock,
yeah,
probably.
it's on the rock. Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then we have a second number,
Yep.
which is basically the same. It's 3231.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a little bit higher, and it's 1976. So it's gonna be kind of like over here-ish, probably on that rock.
That's when you were born, right, X?
1976. Wow.
Quiet you. Be 50.
Quiet down,
before
young
long.
man.
Okay. Then Ellie, turn her. Wait, where's your square gone? Oh, it's over here now. Wow.
It's right here.
That's interesting. I thought these numbers would
Is
be a lot
it
smaller.
lower? Yeah.
I think this is a distance to what we are trying to find.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But that means it's really far
so.
away. Maybe
yeah,
we should figure out
3,000.
where this is first. I guess 2 of us could go.
I really want to figure out how to activate the monorail. I think it's gonna make everything
two
faster.
of us
if we
can
have the
go.
monorail.
2 of us can go with this and a walkie-talkie, and 2 could go to the other locations technically. So
We have 3 walkie-talkies
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, we do have 3 walkies.
Here,
Also,
let me-
one is
let
on my
me
back.
take
Please
this off.
take it off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
because
right there, that's right
I
there.
hear that all the time. It's so annoying. I'll take the map, and then me and Xisuma can go through
Oh,
the
sorry,
buttons,
Bundy.
and then I
think
don't know.
Bundy
Do you,
went
do you
AFK.
2 want to go?
I'm so
Want
sleepy.
to do this?
Wait. The number is going down in that direction. The big number, the 3306, but like you can't. Surely maybe it's in the same spot. Should we just
Are
head
you
over
sure?
there and
Guys,
investigate?
I really want to.
The number's going down this. The number's going down this direction, Xisuma. It's 3304 over here.
3305.
I really want to
Hang
figure
on.
out how to turn on the train because the train is gonna make everything faster.
No, it's
Yeah,
stayed the
it's-
same.
It's going down. The first number is, if you go over here. It's 3304 over here.
3305.
You can focus.
Wait.
3306.
Guys, I'll go on a
Oh
little
yeah,
adventure,
you're
I'll be
right.
back.
Wait, hold up.
But
Is it the sideways coordinate? Is that what it is?
I think
Oh,
it-
it's the sideways coordinate.
oh,
Xisuma, it was the
yeah,
sideways
yeah.
coordinate.
Okay.
Yeah, we're both dumb. I was like, wait a
Right,
second,
right.
this doesn't seem like the right thing.
So,
okay, so we gotta go this way
302.
3,000. Yeah. Yeah, you're 3310 over there.
And then okay, then the other, I think it's pointing in the same direction. So the other coordinate,
165.
166.
Yeah, that's 74, 73.
Oh, so that suggests going that direction. So somewhere over that side. Should we try it? I think we should just try it. Where are the other two?
We lost two of our. Yeah, what are the? We need to figure out what those guys are.
Guys, where are you? We got a plan.
We got
I think we can do this now.
Okay, we're coming back.
Yeah.
The only problem
so-
is we know where to go on the map, but they might
Yeah,
struggle.
we know where to go on the map
So
because we spent a while figuring that out.
it's a bit of a walk, but you could go back a station
Oh,
maybe. All right, guys, this is going to be a bit tricky, and it's so glad it's nighttime right now because now we can.
Oh
Point
my
stuff.
god, you have multiple inventory spaces. Guys, scroll.
What?
Just kidding,
What?
but I made you all do it.
Oh, you did. You cheeky
You're
devil.
such a meanie, bro. This guy.
Guys, I think-
don't
Fighting
wanna
it
play
out.
with you anymore.
Wait a minute.
Imagine though. Imagine we had like 4 slots this whole time.
I mean, we have
Yeah,
2
yeah.
minutes.
Okay, you
Okay,
guys,
what's the plan? What's the plan?
You guys are like heading down somewhere down in this area, right? And it's just absolutely
what are we looking
terrible
for?
right now.
And you're
So
taking
we
this box
sussed
and you're
out-
getting it to 0-0.
We sussed out. No, we're doing the box, Silent. We're gonna get them
Oh,
to
we're
go to
doing the. Oh, I
coordinates.
You're
thought,
doing the mo-
I thought
Yeah,
I thought we were doing the map.
So if you look at where the pointer is, do you see the red blob? Red blob?
It's to the right of that.
Yeah.
To the right of that, there's a rock. It's somewhere on the
Okay.
right
Yep.
side of that rock, just around there. Yeah. Okay. Then the next one
And
is
then
like
next
further
square
over on
over?
the next line, around there. So very close to the beach.
It's a little bit up at the top of the river.
Okay.
It's like right
Wait. Fundy, I think you need to
there.
listen to this because I'm lost.
So the beach is just down over there somewhere. It really would be helpful if
Yeah.
it was daytime, but maybe
It will be soon by the time
Wait, wait.
they head out. Okay.
Wait,
So
point
you're
again?
gonna
Where we have to
you're gonna follow the river. You're gonna go past. Funny, are you paying attention?
Yes?
Okay, so you're gonna follow the river. You're gonna go past the red thing. There's gonna be a camouflage button. It's tiny. It's camouflage. It's not attached to any structure. It's gonna be somewhere in this area. And then
Okay.
there's gonna be another one that's like somewhere up over here. And then both of those
Okay,
need to be pressed at
almost
the same
near to the
time.
bridge.
Yeah.
Same time.
And the,
We're gonna
yeah,
need
the
to
same
walk it
time.
back.
I
So,
want to
yeah,
point
both of you need a
out. I want to
walkie-talkie.
point out something really important, right? You could start at the beach, where it meets the green barrier. So do you see the green
Oh,
barrier?
yeah, true,
Okay.
true.
So you could start at the beach
Yeah.
and then follow the river that way. So you guys take the map. We need a walkie-talkie in the box. I'll put the box on your back side.
Okay, yeah, so one of us put
okay.
the map on our back. Yeah.
And I guess can I take a flashlight? Actually, it doesn't really matter. A walkie-talkie.
One of us
Okay.
needs a walkie. Yeah.
Can I have a walkie, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
And then we have
Right.
both of you need a walkie as well, so you can coordinate
We
button
both
presses.
have it.
And
Yeah,
then
we both have it.
Good luck.
great.
We have no light, but
Okay.
okay, so
Test 1 2 over. Test 1 2 over.
Heard that.
Excellent. Wait, what way are we going? Silent, slow down. Wait, you're not silent.
I'm
Silent, where are you?
Where are you?
You don't have a walkie-talkie. Dang it.
Oh, down the stairs.
Oh,
I
he
saw you like-
fell.
Where's Fundy? Oh gosh, where's
All right.
Fundy?
Okay.
We got to do a little
what do
bit
the
of.
numbers say?
So you need to start walking in a direction, and I can say if the numbers are going up or down. That is the wrong way. Yeah, that way is good.
Okay.
So keep going that way. But let's
Well,
go around
that's
this
gonna take us
thing.
back
Yeah.
inside. Yeah.
Okay, both numbers are going
back on
down.
Where'd you go?
Nice.
Okay, both numbers are going down. Okay.
So that means.
Can't reply.
Okay, keep going, keep going.
Can you tell Fundy that Ellie's at the yellow tower?
Ellie's at the yellow tower. The one thing.
Should we just jump off this?
Oh
one?
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Geronimo and all that.
Yeah.
Leroy
Along
Jenkins.
Z.
Oh! That might have been a bad
That
idea.
sounded like the perfect falling scream.
It
No,
did.
that was the perfect falling scream.
Okay, now I want you to, yeah, keep walking in a straight line so I can read the back. You're walking sideways. Let's see. Oh, no,
come back.
okay.
My bad.
Come back, come back, come back. Hold on, Ellie, come back.
Is this good?
Keep going, keep going. Yeah, that is actually.
Is it
That's
going
kind of perfect because, yeah, the
the
3,000
inside,
number is going down a lot
yellow thing.
faster. I think we need to
Okay,
just
good.
strafe to the left a little bit. Yeah, definitely to the left. So
yeah,
let's
so the
head down to the beach
question
over there.
is,
Follow me.
if we want to go left this. Okay, I'll just. Yeah, okay. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, I'm not stacking it for some reason. I'll stack it now. Ah! Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I found a strat to not lose your item when you fall.
Just pick it up straight away.
If you face backwards of wherever you're falling, then it doesn't really
Ah.
like phase through you. Yeah.
Got ya. Physics. Hey, there was a poll in my chat. Who's the most derpy? I bet I've won it.
I mean, I would hope so.
I'm a little
Who are
concerned
the
at how
other
big
options?
these numbers
All
are,
of
by the
us?
way. Oh, can we
Yeah,
use this to keep
they-
going in the same direction, or is this the end of the line? Oh, it's the end of the line!
Oh,
We should have used that to get down here.
you know, we could have thought about that. Is that I
brain
think that's
power.
one in the derp counter for both.
Oh,
of us.
watch out! You're on the seat. I'm gonna get in trouble here. I couldn't climb up that block.
Where'd he go? Nice. Are we still going in the right direction?
Yeah, we are. It's
Okay.
coming down, but like the 3,000 number throws me off. Because wasn't it 3,000 when we first got it?
Yeah, it was.
Chat, do you think we're doing the right thing? Or do you think this is like a big smelly troll of some sort? Well, there's a building here.
I'm wondering if we need to use the first two set of coordinates as like some math or something.
That's what I was wondering when I first saw
combine
it.
them together.
I can see there's a
like-
jelly belly up here.
There is. This is.
Musical? Oh, I'd love a
It is
musical, puzzle. That's right up my street. For now, though, it looks like... I don't know. For now, though.
If we had two walkie-talkies for this, I bet you this would be a breeze, but we should bypass it for now.
Oh, apparently I'm number one derp. Great.
But how much of a margin though?
Dude, you're still like at 3. There's no way we get to the beach and that number goes down to 0. Guys, I'm
Yeah.
pretty confident neither of these numbers are going to go down to 0. Have you had any luck finding these secret buttons?
Well, me and Ellie realized that you guys solved the secret buttons, and you get us the task to find them, which completely undid you guys solving them, because we need to re-solve it for you. AKA, we have not had any luck finding them.
Okay, if you look
I
at the
told
map
them
again,
exactly where.
I can explain where to go.
Where was that?
We will soon, but me and Ellie are also split up. So let's just regroup, otherwise I can't even grab the map.
How are they split up?
Hey, hey, don't turn
Are you
up.
trying to get behind me?
Oh,
to
don't
look
do
at the
that.
thing?
Don't do that. We came all this way.
just passed the
Yeah,
yellow
it's
maze.
like 3,100, 1,000, so like, there's no way
Okay,
you can
take
get
it
it
off
go
my
down.
back.
Okay.
Take it off my back.
Oh.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna do some real quick, some math real quick, on stream. Watch out, everybody. Minus
I think I see you.
I don't know what I'm doing.
What is the
I'm behind you,
the
I think.
first two numbers were around 3,000 each, weren't they? What were the 3,000 numbers?
There were 3259 and 3231.
Maybe
yeah, I
this
see.
one should be 3250 something, right? Give me the second numbers.
1883 and 1976. Yeah, maybe there's an average between the two sets of numbers that we
I'm
need.
gonna write them down on a notepad. So just give me them again because I
Yeah.
got some ideas. Right, three. What was the first one?
Okay, so the first set is 3259
Yep.
and then 1883.
Yep. Next ones.
And the second set is 3231 1976.
3231 1976. Okay, so
Yeah,
like
I think the average of both of those, like the middle number, would be where we need to take this.
well,
if we
I
can't
was
get this
gonna
to zero.
propose we go either side of it. So like when you got 3259, like what's the difference between it? But I think we'll try your average first. So we're looking at, if we call it 60 and 30,
60 and 30.
then
It's
we're
like 45, right?
45, yeah.
Yeah.
The next one's a little
45.
trickier.
Doing math on stream, everyone.
20,
80, it's
20
80 and 80, right?
Yeah, it's about 1800, but to try and be a little more precise, that's deducting. No, that's deducting. Oh my god, I hate doing math. On stream,
Especially on live stream, too.
I
Yeah,
like
everyone's
math,
judging
just not
us,
on
too.
stream. It's 17
Yeah.
on top of 76, so 86, 93, right? So that would put us at about
1929.
what's half of 93? 45, 46. So 1846. Is that right? No, I've got to add 46 to 76. So like 1822. Add 60. Take away 60. Somewhere around 1822.
This is why we don't do math
Wow.
on stream.
It still looks wrong.
Okay.
It's a bit higher than that.
I think it's gonna be it's gonna be
29
around
maybe.
like 1930-ish, right? 1930-ish.
24, 55.
Wait.
Yeah,
just
I
you
said
plus the two and then divide
1829,
by 2.
1828, somewhere around there. Okay, right. So, guys, we have a plan to remedy the situation on our end. Please bear with us. Over. Okay, do you want to grab that and I follow you, or do you want to swap roles?
I think you should wear it for now, and then
Yeah,
I
let's do it.
can take a look at it. I think you need to take the backpack off of me.
I do, yeah.
Okay. And boop. These guys really do not. They're not very self-sufficient, are they? They need help taking on and off the
So
backpack.
3245 is our next number. This should be heading towards 3245.
Yeah.
We think we figured out the map situation. We're gonna explore.
Okay.
What number are we at?
Here, stop Xisuma.
Wouldn't
And
this,
then
wouldn't
walk
this, like,
just to the
this
right.
would just take us to the same location they're at. So like if we start walking towards them, is the
Yeah.
the second number going up towards 18? 1829.
The first number is going down.
Okay.
second number
when I
is
see where
going
this
up
wall
slightly.
is, right, now it should start going up when we go around this corner a bit. Tell them that we're
Yeah,
coming
we just
to
follow
them.
this wall. We are coming to you guys. Over.
You see, my theory.
Why?
There's no way to get this box to 0 without swimming 3,000 blocks into the ocean. So we're trying to do an average of the two sets of coordinates and hoping that that's where the box needs to go. I don't know. We're trying math on live stream. Don't judge us. Over.
Yeah,
The best defense I got.
My other idea was that you take the difference between those numbers and you like add or deduct them, but then you're traveling
Yeah.
like big distances in different directions, so that feels a bit more savage. This feels like more like good for the gamer, right? Like Apparently we're word goobers. No. I read that sentence so wrong. We're just
I think
goobers.
we are goopy goobers.
We're goobers.
Yeah. Yeah, just
What's a
like let's
goober?
put that on your resume. It's from SpongeBob,
Professional goober.
right? It's the goo
I've never
the
watched
goofy goobers.
SpongeBob. I hear it's fantastic.
Oh, it's the whole song. It's great, yeah.
He's the one who takes the ring to Mordor, isn't he? SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he gets all the Infinity Stones on the gauntlet, yeah.
Yeah, and then he casts, what was it? Expatronium spell or something? Little
Yeah.
scar on his face.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, I
then
never
they
liked
repair the
Star
TARDIS
Wars.
After that.
Beam me up,
I was
Scotty,
never
and
a
all
fan
that.
of Star Trek either. yeah.
Right, check on the numbers, by the way. Are we getting closer to 3245 and 1829?
We're currently at 310506 and 1526.
So the 15 number should be going up pretty fast, right?
Yeah, it's going up faster than the
Okay,
30.
that gives me confidence. Have you watched I think it's Babylon 5.
I have not, no. That might be a little bit too nerdy. No, I'm just kidding.
I like.
Oh, is this a bridge?
It is, dude. The sound around here is getting funky, isn't it?
Yeah, something changed with the sound.
Oh, your voice
Oh,
dropped.
you lost your color.
Oh,
You lost your color.
you did a little too, yeah. Wow.
Weird. This game is a horror game.
Oh my god. I think that's the gates of Mordor, dude. That's
I
what's
think
going
it is,
on.
Yeah. That's where you destroyed the plans for the Death Star.
Oh my goodness, mate. And then they'll just build another one.
We'll blow it up even more. Don't worry, they'll leave a tunnel the size of the Millennium Falcon, the second one. It's fine.
Yeah. Just has the same floor.
Yeah. 3165. We're getting closer to the average. 1929.
Ask them how they're
We're at
doing, if they
15
found
before?
anything. We're gonna do it all, aren't we?
What are you guys doing over there? How's it going? What you up to? Tell me about your day. How's the weather? Over.
Sure. We're very, very masked.
That was comical.
I'm sorry. What'd you say? Over. I'm sorry. What'd you say? Over. You sure I just keep saying it? I mean, never.
What is this thing? Oh,
I
wait.
have no idea. Ooh,
Look,
stairs.
look. Oh, okay, there's a whole puzzle
Oh,
here.
it's a beam.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll come back for that.
Yeah, this is.
Oh, look, I see them. I see them.
Hey, you guys see us? Over.
Do you have any luck?
Oh, I hear them.
Do you have any luck?
Ta-da! That's one.
Hey!
Yeah, we found it. It's right here.
Right. So
Hey,
you found
look
one.
at
What
that.
about the
Okay.
other?
Wait,
well,
this is a
we
box.
only
we
just figured out
slackers.
how to read the map, so
Slackers. I'm joking.
Yeah, this is a
well,
box,
should have been
though.
your job.
Hey, we...
Okay, well then you try and figure out the box then.
Okay,
trying to
one of
figure
you
out-
stay here, 3 others go.
Oh,
for the
now
other
that
box.
we've done half of the job, half the work, now you guys want to swap tasks.
No,
That's
we'll
easy.
stick on
Maybe
it.
a
We'll
little
stay
bit.
on it. We'll stay on it.
Hey,
Yeah,
Xisuma,
no,
let
we
me
need
see this
one.
box real quick.
We need one.
yeah.
We need a
Hold up.
walkie.
I have
It's
one in my
getting
back.
closer,
I
right?
have one in my back.
So
Yeah, this is exactly where the
32,
corner
we're
said.
actually. Yeah.
So we're just gonna go to the middle.
There's no way to get this box. There's no way to get this box to 0.
Wait,
But
I just
we're
realised
thinking
something.
we take this box to the
I've
middle.
just realised something important. We started thinking that this thing would go to 0, 0. We now know that actually it tells you your exact coordinates on the world, which might mean it has nothing
yeah.
to
Oh,
do
it's
with
a-
these 2 buttons. It might literally
It's a
have nothing.
compass.
Yeah,
It just helps you. It just
It's
helps
just
you.
It's just
yeah.
to get
Okay.
you there.
We
That's
would
just
do this
a
whole thing
GPS.
without it, but you can do it with it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that
Oh,
is way. That's way
great.
too obvious, actually.
I was gonna
That's way
say
too
we should
obvious,
still
actually.
It's a
check that middle
GPS.
coordinate, but let's just go walk to the other one with that. Let's let that do the job. Do you want to put it on my back?
You put this. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, that
Okay,
makes
so
things
we're
so much easier.
we're actually just stupid, is what it is.
All right, Ellie, who wants to
Yeah.
stay here next to this one?
I'll do it.
Okay,
I'll
you
stay
need
here.
a radio.
Oh, I have one in my back. Can you?
Oh yeah, here you go.
Nice. All right,
you.
let's go. Let's go walk. Ah! Oh! I'm so bad at walking. Oh, so are you.
I did that on purpose, actually. I just want
Right,
to point that out.
3231.
Yeah,
While you
keep
guys
going.
get to the other coordinates,
Left.
we're gonna figure out the
1976.
greenhouse. Let us know when you guys are over there.
KK. Oh look, there's the backpack place there. We're on
Okay,
track.
actually, we're just gonna wait since it's pretty
32,
close.
31,
I think you gotta go.
1976.
Wait, stop. Okay, so keep going forward a little bit. Go to that rock and then stop. Okay, so this is gonna take us to 76. Okay, and stop. Okay, back up by like 3 feet.
Yo, guys, make sure
Okay,
you get the
and-
backpack for Xisuma.
Left or right?
Oh no, you all have a backpack. Never mind.
32.
1976 should be the next number.
Left. So it should be this way. Yeah, so
verbal
just keep
confirmation.
going
You guys getting
straight.
Close to the coordinates?
We're trying. 3245.
Trying,
Yeah. So
are you?
another 50 blocks this way. I'm stuck in a rock.
50?
Yeah. It's gonna be somewhere over here. Hey, you know what the fun thing is? We don't know what these buttons open. Okay, wait. Stop real quick. 32, 31. We're 20 off of the first coordinate and 25 off of
Am
the
I going in the
second.
right direction? Oh, what was that?
Yeah, keep going forward by like 10. 31. Okay, stop. And then I think it's turn to your left. This way, yeah. 276. Okay, yeah, it should be right up here. Oh, I see it.
Hey, there it is.
This one's a lot more obvious than the first one.
Right, tell them to press the button.
Okay, we have found the button, and then I'm gonna do a
Oh,
count.
whoops. I'm gonna tell them I messed up.
Xisuma, press the button. Please hold. Okay. Hopefully it reset. Is it resetted?
Nah, I think
so,
you gotta
yeah.
wait a little longer.
Okay.
We're still waiting on ours. Okay. I'm gonna do a countdown. When I say go, I need you guys to press the button. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey! Where's the thing? What?
It should be up for them. Yeah, they found
What
it.
did you guys get?
Oh, yeah, they had a box.
Ours is just a button.
Okay. Well, let's try and do this. Wait. I'm gonna go to tell them to go to the greenhouse, and I'm gonna go get the backpack.
Do we have an extra item here? We would do if you guys come back.
See ya. I can't carry that as well. I can't believe how long we were thinking that box was like a third coordinate. Like once that idea had settled in, it ruined us. It ruined us. And I think it's a totally reasonable idea. It just then, in hindsight, becomes super stupid. When you're like, actually, that just guides you to the coordinates. Like, we had a compass earlier, now we got a coordinate box thing. Booyah! Oh! I got ya. Hey, that backpack. Wait. I thought we already had 3 backpacks. Did we only have 2?
No, we have 4.
No, we all have.
Wait, am I wearing one? Oh god, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, you are.
Here, Silent, have
That's
this.
fine. We'll save it for later.
There you go.
Great.
Okay,
So I think
puzzle. Oh wait, we should talk. We should talk.
We should talk.
Don't do what I did and run away. Oh, let's go in this room, Ellie. Are we gonna talk in here?
There's 4 people in the other room. Okay, yeah, the walkie-talkies.
I guess we're just gonna do it.
Okay. Yeah. This one sounds. I think they have the code, and we just need to put them on the box. Do you guys have the code? Because we have the pegboard. Over.
Is this like a walkie-talkie neutral zone? This is a walkie-talkie neutral zone, right? Okay.
Everyone
The
out.
walkie-talkies don't work in there, right? You couldn't hear us?
I get it. I want to explain.
Okay.
Okay, no, we need
Our
one
wall
person
has a
in
bunch of
each room,
emotes.
and then. Yeah, okay, you can explain it.
Our wall
But
has
I
a
still
bunch of
have to-
emotes.
Oh, we need
Look
two
at that.
outside.
Yeah. There's windows. One
Look,
inside each room,
look.
and then.
Look!
Yeah.
Distraction! Over there.
No.
So guys,
Explain.
Okay.
these
Even- no,
walkie-talkies...
So Ellie, you had a really funny story that you wanted to tell, right?
I'm
Have
so
you guys
confused.
seen Fundy?
Okay. Emotes.
Wait.
here.
I remembered something. I forgot.
Yo, they should put Jenga blocks in this game. Alright, Fundy, if you
Okay,
calm
got that out
down.
of my system.
If you, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Funny. Go.
What's up?
Did you go
Okay,
in there
so
and
we
scream?
I
what I
swore.
understand. What I understand is that's so funny. We only need 3 people technically for this.
Dude, you like
Yes,
got
well,
light
it's easier.
shining out
It's
your
easier
butt.
if one person stands here and emotes into the person on that window because it saves a lot of walking.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay,
All right.
so
Can I be that person?
Someone go in here, emote the first one, then the person
Alright.
here emotes it to the person standing here. This person emotes
Oh,
it.
I got it. Oh, God, yawny. Oh, except I don't know how to do the thing. Oh, that's... Wait, but then the other arm has... Okay. That. I think it's that. No. Oh, I changed... Oh, for goodness sake.
Xisuma, are you in here?
I
Oh, okay,
was
great.
ready. I was ready.
Okay, so you're yeah. Okay.
I'm
okay.
ready. Right, so now it's... And then I gotta walk forward and do the thing. He's trying to figure it out. Yeah. Go on, off you go. Oh wait, is it like there's 2 of them outside? I think there's 2 of them outside. In which case I should probably prepare. Oh, what is that? Is that crouch? That's got to be sit, right? You got to be sitting. But then the arms, are the arms out? Or are they... So, I don't think the arms are out. I think I'm just sitting. It's such a weird game. I love these moments where it's just ridiculously derpy. I can't third person. That's something I'd love to do. So then we're going to sit again, but this time the left hand... Oh my god, I was going to make a mistake. Fortunately, these poses have been mirrored. I'm gonna put the right hand up, right? It's got to be the right hand, because I'd be facing the other way. Please be putting up your right hand. He's putting up his right hand. Dude, that was so my mistake to make. Wait, he's not crouching. Crouching. Crouch. Crouch. Can't you hear this? Crouch. Crouch. Look. Crouch. Use your head. Yes, yes. Oh my god, I have to back away now. He's figured that bit out. Right, so next one is like this is what the game is for. That is what I do next, right? Except it's going to be mirrored, so I do that way. I don't know why this is so funny. It just is. It's just funny. Okay, so that's that post done. Now the next one is just me standing normally. Alright, silence ready. Oh my god, this is so good, this game. So stupid. Oh, we got a submission. Yes! Woo! Silent!
Did it!
I was crouching!
You're so smart.
I was
I know.
crouching!
I told Fundy. I told Fundy. I was holding shift to crouch. I was like, I'm crouching. I'm
Oh,
crouching.
yeah, it's control in this game. Why does Minecraft have
yeah.
shift to crouch? Makes no sense.
Why does it every other game have shift to run or
When are we gonna get
Yeah, we might
universal
need to-
controls?
yeah. Yeah.
You know?
We might need to abandon walkie-talkie here.
Oh,
This is just
really?
fine.
Do I have anything on my back?
Wait, what about me?
No,
Oh,
we're
I
good,
have a
we're good.
light in my
We
back,
have
right?
Oh yeah, we
just
just
enough
get rid of
space?
light. Here we go. Yeah.
Wait, who doesn't have something on the... Where's Ellie? There you are. Ellie, we put something on your back.
I'm right here.
Jelly belly on
Ellie,
Ellie.
put the bean on your back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Put a walkie-talkie or whatever.
We could leave a
There you go.
flashlight here as well. Right,
Yeah,
are
yeah,
we
we're
gonna
good.
do...
Where do we go now?
Should we head back
We
up?
should go deposit.
Yeah, go deposit.
Yeah, we should deposit.
Because I
Where?
have a.
There is
bean,
one more
right?
puzzle on the way.
You have one and I have one.
Yeah, but we don't have any inventory space. And
Oh yeah, fair enough.
we
Yeah.
we never figured out what the box on your back. Oh, never mind, we did. So your back box.
No,
is
It's a
now.
GPS. Yeah, yeah.
Use
It's
the
coordinates.
GPS.
Yeah.
Do we
Well,
need that?
it could be. It
We
could
should
be
probably
useful
leave
for
that.
future coordinates.
We
Yeah.
managed to do
We
it
probably
without
leave that
using the
there.
map.
True. But it'll
So
make it a little
technically,
easier.
if we want to drop something, it's that. This is a music area. Don't ignore this.
Is it a chill
Okay.
music area? Because we found a music puzzle.
Oh yeah, we found an
Is
area
this one
that
of those
takes you
boxes?
past the wall, and it like changed your color to be like monotone, and it changed our voices. It was kind of scary. Did you guys find that?
That was the end of the game area.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So we're going back to either yellow or blue tower.
Yeah.
We did
Is
blue,
it,
right?
You know the way?
Oh no, we didn't.
Kinda.
Yeah, blue tower probably unlocks the train.
This is probably... I don't know. If we can climb the rocks, we... No, this doesn't look promising. Yeah, you might want to look at that map, actually. Oh, wait, it goes around the corner. Okay, this might work.
Okay, yeah, there's blue tower up there. I can see it. Oh, that's spiky. Can we go this way?
Guys, we lost
A
the
little
light.
bit, yeah.
They're up here. They're up here.
Oh.
Up here. Up here. Up here. Ellie.
Got it.
Like otherwise.
Strange sounds?
Especially when climbing. Especially when climbing, you guys should wait for us.
Xisuma! Xisuma! We're all back here. We need like. Come on, guys, just press spacebar. Just press spacebar. It's not that hard.
Oh, look, there's a train stuck up there. Dude,
Hi, guys.
is the blue tower up this way?
I think it's behind us. Bundy, are you around? Over?
Wait, aren't we going to yellow? Wait. We're at the right place. We're at the right place. We fell here earlier,
I
remember?
have no idea where I am. Ignore me. Just carry on
There it
without me.
is. Got it. We found it.
Okay.
Tell him we found
We're
it.
leaving Fundy behind.
Tell Fundy we found
This
the
is
yellow
just a-
tower.
This is just a train station.
We see the
We
yellow
wanna-
tower.
It's straight ahead. Straight ahead. Look.
All right, just
Okay.
go. I don't have an orb with me anyway.
Wait, is Fundy? How far back is Fundy?
He's
just leave him
he should
behind. It'll
just
be
right
way
here.
quieter.
Wow, that's mean. I think he's just like right here. Bundy, we're coming back for you. Over.
Hey, Shuis, I'm not back. I already have like left. I have no idea where I am. I'm not
Tell
back.
him to look around for the flashing light.
Do you see the strobe light? I think he just left entirely. That's what he said.
I'm already inside of a new puzzle. I don't know where I am.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna head back to Yellow Tower. You can meet us there. Over.
Yeah.
I don't know how he got lost. We were like, he was right there with me and Ellie, and then just poof, gone.
Got distracted.
Yeah, we're climbing up
really
some
dark.
rocks, and he just disappeared.
Yeah, it was really dark.
Yeah, but he was like right there, and then 1 second later, he was gone. Vanished.
And then
He's
Kidnapped
probably
by a
ahead of
Bigfoot,
us.
man.
some wild berries.
He's probably ahead of
He
us.
saw
He
some
could be
wild
ahead of us.
berries and he said
Yeah.
he was in
Oh, I
another
actually
buffer.
found you guys. Wait like 3 seconds.
I don't think we should wait.
Let's run, let's run, let's go. Let's run, let's run.
Here now. See you, over.
Hey, jump skills.
Remember how I said wait and none of you are doing it?
Guys, I seem to have some interference in my walkie-talkie.
We're going through a tunnel. I'm literally seeing you not go through a tunnel. The other one, you hear weird voices in the, I don't know who that, but getting up. Bundy, we made it to Yellow Tower. We launched a firework so you don't get lost.
We don't need that guy to solve puzzles, do we?
Yeah, I don't know where you're at, Fundy.
3 seconds behind
Oh my
you.
god, you're right there! Oh my god, wow, it's about time you caught up to us.
Jesus.
We've been here for like 10 minutes.
Let's put these babies here.
Let's do this.
Yeah, wait, I
Yeah,
got
you bother me.
Oh! You took my hand off of it.
That scared me. Alright, I think that's a good place to wrap
Okay.
for today.
Yeah,
I agree.
It sounds like it.
We solved a full tower plus 2 today. It's
Trying
pretty
to
good
throw me
progress.
No!
Oh no!
Oh, I'm down here. Oh, you went too.
Yeah, it's the only way to throw you is by also going.
I'm trying to get that map. Yoink. No.
We're holding
Okay,
things that we want to keep for the next game.
Yeah.
Stay away, it's my map. Stay away.
We're hol-
That's me.
Oh.
Are we ready?
Got it. Woo!
Oh, he got it.
I got the map.
All right, yeah, let's call it here. I think we're good.
Wait,
Yeah, we're good.
Bundy, hold this.Hold this.
Right, when we log
So that we
back
get it back
in,
when
we
we-
might be a long way from
Yeah.
here
Allegedly,
again, so
allegedly.
we'd have to head to the
Yeah.
ski lift really to get back up to this area. Maybe hold on to something
Or
you want to take with you. See if
Yeah.
if you log back in with it. Where's that other walkie-talkie?
It should be in the lost items, right? It should be in the lost items.
we have
Yeah,
all 3.
the stuff we're
we have all
holding
3
should be.
walkies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
we
log
have
out
it
like
in our
this.
backpack.
Wait, where's the
We're
map?
good.
Map.
Yep.
Map. Where is it?
Funny-
Map's on you.
funny
You're,
backpack.
you're wearing the map.
It's
I'm
in your
wearing the
backpack.
map.
You're wearing the map.
Okay,
You're
we're
wearing
good, we're good, we're good.
Wait, I don't want to lose you,
No,
so I'm gonna hold you.
don't do that. Okay, thanks guys, thanks. To the next one.
Don't hold him,
Alright,
don't
it was
hold
fun, guys.
Bye.
All
him.
right.
Good games.
Bye-bye.
There it is, we did it. Woo! That was a lot of fun. I can't wait for the next one. I don't know when the next one will be because on Sunday I want to stream some Hermitcraft if that's okay with you. So maybe we can aim for Tuesday or something like that. Or maybe I'll do Hermitcraft tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Thanks for tuning in, peeps. I'm going to go find someone to raid. Hope you entertained. Thanks for all the subs, resubs, the stream streakers coming in. Let's see what's going on. Let's do a riggedy raid. Riggedy raid. How about I send you over to Cub, who's playing on Hermitcraft. Stick around for some Hermitcraft action, people. And I hope you enjoy it. That's it. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.